Previously on Friends and Rivals.
Man, that game yesterday where I controlled the game expertly, and this man just went Colossus SWAT, kill you. I was like, man, this is whack as shit.
That was the greatest thing ever.
Wait, is that why you're so soured on the format all of a sudden? You know,
I triple crackened him when he built 5, and then he killed me.
Yeah, that's why he's sour.
You shouldn't let him Colossus SWAT you twice. Come on, man. Everyone knows this.
He checked one of them.
Wait, here's the best part that made him go crazy is that I then played the deck and I went, I sure am drawing 1 attack plus 1 tri-gravity beam, and then I started going through the things, and I realized his deck only had 17 attacks in 75 cards. Or, sorry, 76 cards.
Oh, wow. We just get the good ones when we need them, man. That's all that matters, right?
You pick up the good ones when you need them.
Yeah.
Here's the thing is, the
hey,
Colossus
Zach.
SWAT was even worse because he thought there were 4 in the deck, and it turned out there were only 3. So not only did he check 1, he then drew both of the other 2.
That's awesome. No wonder why you're such on a rant today. No wonder. Wow.
The gambling calls to me.
Oh baby, go to a slot machine right now.
Lenoco, you should stick around, man. It's gonna be a hoot.
Hey, dudes, okay, so plan is just to obviously win worlds, right? That's the plan, right?
Obviously.
Because we all want Godzilla. We all want
Yes.
Godzilla. We all want the Wound Restore. We all want that crap, right?
Wait, was it a
Man.
Godzilla Chrome? Did I overlook that?
I think it is. I think it's a Chrome. Lenoco should be able to know. He should know. He knows everything, right?
How's it going, friend?
I guess I can pull it up.
Lenoco, is it a Chrome? Tell us now.
How many boxes of Critical Role does first place get? Because is it like 3 cases? Because someone say it's like 3 cases worth.
12 Critical Role boxes. So it's
only 2 cases. 2 cases? That's sad. I'd want 3 because 2's fun.
I'm buying 3, so if I win
Same.
2, then that's 5.
5. I know. You have to pull a Percy Chrome eventually, right?
Yeah.
So
Someone will have one. Surely someone will pull one by that point.
The Godzilla is not a Chrome. It is just a champion Godzilla King of Monsters.
The same thing with the election.
Oh.
Is it just the alt art? Is it just the alt art then with the champion on it?
The electric mod is a different art.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. I thought Lenoco said it is. It is a Chrome.
No, the Wound Restore is a Chrome.
Not according to the price sheet.
Well, because if you think about it, the art's completely different. Doesn't it say Chrome Godzilla on the price sheet?
I'm looking at the article and it says champion. Says champion Tsuyu, Ochako, Momo, Mirko, Toga, Aaron, Mikasa, Levi, Armin, Rhina, Beast, Attack, Armored, Female, Colossus, Beast, Part, Chrome. Right, all those say Chrome.
All those are Chrome. Yeah.
Champion Wound Restore, Champion Godzilla.
Okay.
So it's probably just the alt art with gold graphics then, right? It's probably just the alt art with the champion stamp and gold.
Well, we
graphics.
have yes.
Because I think a lot of the art that's on those things are just placeholder arts.
That's not the alt art though, right? That's a new art.
That's a new art.
Entirely.
That's a new art entirely because there's no bats on there's no big old bats on the alt art. So
okay, but Lenoco, when I win, can I get a Godzilla -1 Chrome instead?
Oh,
you can make that your designer card.
True.
Yeah, there you go.
Godzilla -1.
Good. Wouldn't he be plus? Shouldn't he be +1 then, since he's good? You know?
Godzilla -0. We're at 0 now.
Yeah. Oh, we're
movie
at 0
lore.
now. Okay.
Movie lore.
Oh, movie lore. Okay.
We returned to 0.
But I'm stoked though. I think the pricing's cool. I know people are bummed. They think it's just more chromed and stuff, but it's just man, those Storma arrows, yes, everything.
Well,
yes, I'm super hyped, right?
The downside of Chrome, right, is people want to sell these. People want money, right? And people want to sell cards, but no one wants to buy these cards unless you're store owners, and they're going to sell them to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I also think that people estimate how much the chromes really are worth. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Everyone thinks their chrome's worth $1,000. No, they're not. I'm sorry. You could probably sell a decent chrome from anywhere between 150 to 250, and that's probably fair market value. You know.
I mean, last year we were getting at Worlds, we were getting like 500 to 600 for the top 16 chromes instantly.
I was giving the top 32 card, just giving it. Yeah. So
That was what, a Dobby, right?
no, it was the
Oh.
Chaco card, and I think Phil sold his for like $50, and then JJ's like, "Here, if I ever need $50, I'm coming to you." And I'm like, "Cool, man." You know. So, but then I think Zach went around and sold yours to Sean for like a case of Critical Role decks that you know
Didn't have a single character in it.
didn't have a single alt-art character in it.
Yeah, I got mega scammed,
You did
but
get
not,
mega scammed.
but not by Sean. I got mega scammed by UVS games.
Fair. Yeah.
If they announced ahead of time that the Critical Role was not all alt art like the Cowboy Bebop Trigun was, I would not have made the deal I
No,
made.
that's true. And I think that's a thing that I wish they would do with all of the I guess we can get into that as we're talking about stuff, but
yeah,
that's the way I'm sorry, I think that's all the way the Challenger Series stuff should be. It should all have alt arts on it, right? Like
I mean, alt arts. Different art costs more money for every art, right? So like,
they're pulling dude, they're pulling screenshots. Except for Critical Role, everything's a screenshot except for the Godzilla's original art, but
like Critical Role is all original art anyway.
Just bring for more art.
Isn't Godzilla from the comics anyways?
A lot of it.
Isn't it? A lot of it, yeah. And just do movie art then. Just do movie stills. That would be way cooler. Like, just do that.
Oh.
Because, like, they did that for the Deku deck, right? Everything has an alt art, right?
No.
No, just the rares and ultra rares.
Yeah.
No,
no, everything has an alt art.
No, because the first wielder thing that you turn into a mid or whatever.
Right. Every card does have an alt art, but you only get one per pack.
No, you get 3 per pack in the Deku deck. You get a rare, you get a common, and you get an alt, and you get an uncommon. You get 3 alt arts in the pack.
Huh.
Yeah. And mine, no. You get a rare one, you get an alt, you get an uncommon one, and a common one, and then you get foils. You get 3 alt arts and then 3 foils.
Hey, this is a great segue into tonight's topic.
Oh my gosh, tonight's topic is going to be wild.
We're gonna have a great time.
Guys, are you ready for the single most unhinged thing that's ever happened on this show? That includes the triple tier list night.
Is it a hoedown?
It's a Jose down, you might say.
Hold on. How do we...
I'm not ready to cut
I need the hoedown music.
Though.
Whose line right now?
I'm not ready to cut my promo video. I'm doing that on Sunday, man. Okay. I have to find armbands.
Welcome to Friends and Rivals, a UniVersus podcast. The only UniVersus podcast that interrupts your evening. I'm your host, Jacob. We are joined with our man, take 2.
Don't even do it. Don't.
I'm on drugs, man. Hold on.
Don't do this in post, man. Just go for it.
All right.
Just let it ride, man. Just let it ride.
We're letting it ride. Lenoco, don't leave. You should stay. It's going to be a great time. I promise. I am joined by Zach, Josh, and our good friend Chris Smith. We are doing things. How are y'all doing today?
I got to work from home today.
It's cold outside, and I hate people. So, and it's Christmas season, so yes. The heel arc is real. The heel arc is now gone. It's fruition. It's full circle. Cyclical.
Speaking of motion, I'm a little under the weather today. I am hopped up on Sudafed.
This is the best. This is gonna be the best bang for anyone's buck today. Oh, guarantee it.
Let's see how fast we can power through this with his attention span.
Oh,
I'm so frustrated. I was 2 points away from ranking up in Rivals, and then I went 1-6 with the scrubbest ass teams that have ever played the game.
I was playing Red Mage in 14, and I'm bad at it. And yeah, I'm bad at it. I'm not a Red Mage, man. Okay, I'm a Dancer main. I'm sorry.
I click buttons
yeah, it's fun,
and
though.
things happen. I go pew pew, it go pew pew.
Pew, pew. It's cool though. The Red Mage has really cool like animatics. It's really cool though. I'm down with that. The animatics and the glams are great. But yeah, anyway, we're not here to talk about 14. We're here to talk about
Soup.
not Marvel Rivals. Soup. That you gonna build that on when you play it?
Oh, I'm working on it.
You would build Soup if you played it, if you could ever block any move with it ever, but you can't.
You can't anymore. No, you're not allowed to.
You can block a tri-gravity beam, but too bad it's not in your hand anymore.
It's not in your hand anymore. Yep. You can't block anything. I mean, you can't. Wait. No, you can't even block the mid lineup from Rodon because it's too fast. So yeah.
If you block determined advanced, maybe.
If you check a 5.
Yeah.
So are we gonna get this? So like, how are we gonna do this? Are we gonna go month by month?
Okay, everybody. In case you don't know, in case you didn't see the announcement, this is the 2024 UniVersus Year in Review. Spark Note by me.
Spark Notes.
For
Is
those
that like
who
a thing? I don't know what Spark Notes mean. Is that like a
like
working
Cliff
term or
Notes.
something?
It's like Cliff Notes.
Oh, okay. Just say Cliff Notes, man. It's the same amount of letters.
All right, it is a 2024. I swear to God, it is a 2024 in review. A time limit events as remembered by Zach. Oh Lord, help us.
Oh,
The things he kind of remembers.
this is gonna be wild.
I definitely added a thing or two to these things because there was like.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
I didn't remember a whole lot. Like when Zach was saying stuff, like in the chat, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. I can't believe some of the stuff happened this year.
Yeah.
This has been a year of like 4 years in one. I swear to God.
It's like we were trapped in COVID again.
Okay,
we weren't.
In fairness, I'm in.
No.
The COVID?
No,
do I get work from home?
Let's go back to COVID.
I mean,
The monitor I'm on now is a 22-inch monitor. The monitor I was on when I typed this tirade is a 34, and it looked a lot shorter there.
Nah, it was long, man.
And if
It
you're
fit on one page in that monitor, it does not fit on one page on this one.
And if you're like, what does he mean? Don't worry, you'll see. It's gonna pop up
later.
I'm just here for the in memoriam. I'm just here for the in memoriam section when we play Sarah McLachlan in the Arm of the Angels, man. That's all I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, dude. We're here to bury people. That's all.
Whoop.
So, spoiler alert.
SD Library Girl, no, it's not Grogu. It's a Vaporeon to go with my Vaporeon jacket.
God.
Hoodie, blanket thing that I'm
Did
wearing.
you know?
So
the best.
fucking cringe. It's good ass soup.
You know
by the
that
way.
Vaporeon,
Is
in
it-
terms of.
Is it chicken noodle?
It is egg drop soup from our local Chinese restaurant.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
It's so good.
I'm gonna pull up chat because I don't want to update. No, I don't. Oh, look at this! Look at this nerd. This nerd's playing retro today. Tam's playing retro. He's playing Goro. What a nerd!
What a cringe lord!
What a cringe lord!
God.
Man. Cringe lord. Hey, good for him though. He's running it today instead of on Christmas, so I get that. So, and that's cool though. Okay, so one cool thing. Shout outs to Tam to carrying webcam play on his back the entire year.
No, you're getting ahead. That's like,
I know.
That's a bullet.
I know. I'm gonna do it now because in case I forget or fall asleep, I'm old.
It's Christmas time. It's cold. Got the warm
cold.
clothes on.
I got a
Dude,
blanket.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one in real cold weather. You guys are in fake cold weather.
Hey,
It's like 30s. It's 30s.
is it 30s now? I don't know.
Is it though? It's 34 here.
The low is 36 here.
It
says
44.
feels like 39. That counts, baby.
It is raining and cold.
All right,
there,
let's get the party started. Slide 1, Jacob. Tell us what happened in January of 2024.
But I
You're
just
so
put
long,
on
I
my blanket.
Man.
Ah.
I actually have to pull up the stream so I can see the slides and group and chat. So
Hold
I
on.
can talk to them.
Hold on.
You can talk to Lenoco if you pull up chat.
Wait.
I know I can see that. I'm excited.
No.
You should have some insulation,
Oh, no.
Lenoco. What do you got? Did you just delete them all?
No, I'm trying to put my screen share on here.
He's gonna try. Yeah, he's
Oh,
gonna
you're
try
fine.
screen share.
You're
Yeah,
good.
it's fine. We have the thing up.
You're good.
We'll figure it out.
You got the thing.
All right, there we go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Do I just click watch
Windows.
stream?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
okay,
failed
there
to
we
make a PowerPoint yet again, and chat, he has 400 tabs again.
go.
Every
I can
time.
see
It's
that.
never happening. We're never doing it, Zach.
That's
At this point, I refuse on principle.
I love this. This is the best. This is why we love you. This is the best.
All right. You ready for?
Oh, I'm down. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's
The
woo-saw.
first half of the
Let's
the
woo-saw.
first half of the year was very hinged, Jacob. Okay, I don't know what's wrong.
As I was reading this, I could literally see the descent into madness. I could see it.
Just
It got
ramping up
worse.
the entire way.
Oh yeah, it got worse and worse. Yeah.
It got
yeah.
so bad. All right, I'm gonna take the book.
Yep.
All right, let's go to January, the first quarter of the year. Here comes a new Challenger Series with the Challenger Series Trigun Cowboy Bebop. What even are the pull rates of these alt art characters? Impossible, even? I don't
think
know.
I want to say it's less than 5% that have been found, right?
Probably.
Who knows how many even exist?
That's true.
They
That's
were-
true.
They confirmed for us that they were Chrome rarity, but unserialized.
So so you're saying 100 of each then?
No, there could be an infinite number, but they are that
That's true.
rare.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
But how many of these decks got printed?
I mean, I'm still like, when I kind of to go forward, when I see Critical Role decks on eBay for dirt cheap, I own some sealed ones already, which those have alt art characters in them. We know this for a fact.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Not being open.
but I really want to grab them just to open them to see if I can find alt art characters in them, but I can't justify like the $30 to like for like 3 of them or whatever. You know, like I gotta find a real sweet deal. Like there was a one on there for it was like 5 decks for $10, but shipping was $35, and I'm just like, that's a scam, buddy. I ain't falling for that one. You know,
Do they not
but-
know that you don't get around fees when you do that shit?
Yeah, I know. So I think conceptual. Okay, so let's talk about like the Challenger Series things conceptually, right? I think they were a win, right? Like in my eyes,
Yeah.
the conception is a win. Again, I have always said that the conception of them has been great. I think the price point's a little crazy because I think you can just make certain cards foil or just throw alt arts in them and then just print them and send them for like $25, right? Instead of having to. Let's just be honest. It's a $15 booster pack, right? That's
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
what it is. So it's just, I think that we could get it. I would like them to say maybe, hey, maybe we just throw all these up on redemption and use something to use my 10,000 redemption points with, please.
That's what I was about to suggest. If we had the option, just print out, and even like there were some cards that did go up on redemption too, right? There is
Correct.
one of the Fey attack, like the Fey attack, and then I think one to get the scoop. I think it was the other one for Trigun. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
They could have done that, and then they also did the monthly reward, so they could have done the like plus ultra packs to be here's
Yeah.
an alt art for the Trigun Cowboy Bebop ones, whatever, and then that's all different ways they could have done it.
Yeah. And like, because we got Spirit Lollipop, we got Daggers and Arrows and Daggers, I believe, the Vex and Vax one. And I think like if they would have just done alt arts on the redemption shop, I think and then you sell the decks for like $25, but you get like 100 redemption points, just a random number or whatever, right?
You get a code to put in.
You get a code to put in like
Especially now with the way they're doing redemption, where you get a code.
yeah,
That should be the model for 2025
correct.
solo leveling
Yeah.
or TMNT or whatever going forward. Yeah.
But like you think that they should it just would have been more well received if it was a $20 deck, and then hey, you want cool alt arts, you can only get 4 per account per lifetime, but you have to go to the redemption store to do it. Because I have like almost 15,000 points and I have nothing to spend them on. So yeah, please.
Or yeah, I mean you could make a lot of alt arts and put them all on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're only going to give you enough points for 4.
Yeah,
But
correct.
if you have a lot of points like you and I and Jacob and
Mhm.
Josh and the
Mhm.
other super long time players,
Hmm.
hey, if Critical Role comes out, it's a property I love. I'm gonna alt art my whole deck.
Correct. Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna counter. No,
Mhm.
we're good. I think it's fine.
No.
I-
No.
He would say that being a shop owner.
Not even as a shop owner. Like,
I'm
No,
just
we're
giving you a hard. I'm just giving
I'm
you a
gonna-
hard time.
I'm gonna save my biggest Challenger Series rant for December, but I
Okay.
do
Yeah.
I do like the Challenger Series as a concept
Yeah.
to introduce IPs,
Yeah.
get them into the game, test the
That's the water.
waters.
Yep.
Mhm.
My only concern is the turnaround time, the feedback, right? It does well, people are hyped for it. What does that cycle look like? Critical
Mhm.
Role seemed like a safe bet. So that one turned around pretty fast.
Correct.
Godzilla is a huge success, seemingly, right?
Yeah.
If a Godzilla set is in the cards,
Hmm.
is that 2026, 2027? Like, what's that turnaround time look like before Godzilla
more-
fans
Is
can
it more
expect
Challenger
to
decks?
see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
I have a weird counterpoint to that. No. I think the Godzilla fans are buying the Godzilla cards to play with the Godzilla cards, just like the Star Trek people are buying the Star Trek decks to play with the Star Trek people. Will you get some conversion rates to this? Probably, you might. But like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was at PAX. I saw how many like people came up. Were like, this is the Star Trek one, right? Yep, this is the Star Trek one. Okay, cool.
No, Justin,
I'm here
you
for
haven't.
just Star Trek.
Yeah.
This
Well,
game.
that's always.
Sorry, go on.
We know several people that are like, I don't want to do mixed IP games, right? We know
Yeah.
that people exist, and they will always
Mm-hmm.
exist, and they will not be major conversions to UVS if they can't. Even though you can tell them, hey, you can just play your entire IP, like that's fine, you can
Yeah.
do that,
Yeah. Yep.
but they just don't get the rest of the stuff, and that's fine. It's just how do you keep them staying to buying as a business? How do you keep them buying more stuff? If they just
Yeah.
want that one IP, you have to funnel more things at that IP.
You
Yeah,
make chromium foil posters that cost $80 a pop, and that's how you get their money. So yes, that's how you do
True.
that.
Gosh,
It
how
was
much of their
that-
money do they get off you?
I actually didn't see that. I didn't
Holy
see that
shit!
in the rundown. Did we not give that in the rundown? Because I didn't see that in your rundown, Zach. About the is it?
You forgot about that one.
Yeah. Do they look cool at least? It looks like it has saran wrap on it.
There is a wrapping on top of it.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of cool then. That's kind of neat. We were talking. I was talking to someone in the Discord today, and he has #1 of those
Ooh.
posters. Yeah, it's very
Nice.
cool. Yeah, it's very cool. That's a very neat thing. Yeah.
I love. I'm just saying it right now. I love the sight of Josh running back and forth. That was very nice.
the hustle. I appreciate the hustle to not let the
Yeah.
fans.
Okay.
You know. Yeah.
Someone did do the math. We do got to move the fuck on, or we're never
Yes, we
getting
do.
through this.
Yeah. True. Yes. True. Oh, yeah. Of course, it's the teacher. Yeah. So.
All right, so we have February Worlds 2027. Nick Reagan from Last Chance
24.
qualifier to
2024.
champ.
2024.
I don't know what it said.
Didn't he not drop a game all? He didn't drop a game all weekend, right? Like he was playing his fun decks, and he didn't drop a game all weekend.
I believe
he was
so. I think he
God's anointed. He was God's anointed, right? Like,
Yes.
I thought it did. Did he drop a game in the finals?
No, I don't think so. I think he 2-0'd finals, right?
That's so long ago. I can't remember.
I don't remember if he didn't lose. I know he didn't lose a round.
I know he didn't. I know he
Yeah.
didn't lose a round.
I don't
know.
he lost a game.
Yeah, I don't know if he lost a game or not. I know he didn't lose a round. He went undefeated in rounds. I know that.
Yeah.
Like
He
did
did
not
not
drop
drop a game.
God's anointed right there. I want that Nick Reagan magic this year, okay, boys? Okay? That's what I want. I want that Nick Reagan magic.
Like the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny. The heavens
Yeah.
rain down.
It's like God,
Defended Nick Reagan.
like this, the ceiling split and like a finger came down and booped him on his nose. You know? Yep. So like as a longtime player, as an old head, seeing an old head win. Sorry, not sorry, new heads. We want all old heads to win. But it was great seeing an old head that had never really won anything win something, right?
And not only that, but it's somebody who like believes in the game, who is like dedicated.
Yeah, like he is TTS man, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't have TTS without Nick Reagan, right? So,
right. He has done so much for our community. I'm so happy that he was our world champ.
Mhm.
Oh, also, you know what? I think we were the first ones to congratulate him, right?
We were.
Yeah.
We were the first ones to congratulate him. So yeah, there we go. Also,
And we were
cool.
also the first ones to have an interview with him. I shipped him the trophy.
Yeah.
I had it in my hands. We were gonna do a whole bit with it, and then just kind of like didn't happen.
You gotta commit to the bit, man. Gotta commit to the bit.
Before Nick Reagan, I had the trophy the longest.
That's funny. I like it. That's hilarious.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Jacob forgot to ship it to him for like 3 weeks.
Oh,
so...
true.
Not true.
That's
I was making sure it was securely shipped to him because I didn't want it to get messed up.
That's true.
So he forgot.
No. All right, whatever.
And now everyone,
Now to
prepare
March.
yourself, because the February is the last month this year with no drama.
This is the part where I just sit back and I'm gonna sit under my blanket and just listen.
Jacob wants to fade into obscurity for this one because March we have the Wick tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And Jose Narono, Man of the Year, wins.
Man of the people.
Didn't he have like a 96% win ratio on webcam or some shit like that? Like it was insane, right? Like when people were like, "How is this happening?" You know, and it's just like, "Hey, we had the footage."
And then there's just a little Discord announcement. There's been a change to our standings. Congratulations, Mitchell Chimino, on being the winner of our webcam event. And we lost our fucking mind.
Yep.
Chat rioted, community rioted. Like, oh, what happened?
Wasn't David Toombs like Mr. Sherlock Holmes on all that stuff? Like he was breaking down footage like frame by frame.
So was Marvin. Nick Reagan did also. Like, a bunch of people were looking at stuff.
Yeah. 66
and
2, that's insane.
It's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy because he was cheating.
He was cheating, yes. Yeah.
I like how I keep fading.
Hashtag Jose Gate, right? We survived the hoedown.
Yeah.
And then Tam wins.
That's it?
The last ever webcam. We don't want to drama bait.
Right.
What do you think we are? A Facebook post?
Yeah.
We already.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
We already went out. Like I don't. Jose was a lot of people's friend, and people are still hurt about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it was a big deal, man.
Tam wins the last ever Redcam regional with the worst character to ever win a regional.
And thus began the wave of I can play Osui 3 as well as Tam can.
Yep.
I just want to point out, someone posted in chat, an anonymous poster came out of the woodwork with the final clip for the Jose Gate. I think it was someone working for UVS Games.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I don't know, man.
I mean, that was like so long ago, man.
Yeah.
Like I forgot it was this year. You know, it's like
for a while I did too, and then I was like, "Wait, damn, that was this year."
Yep.
Yeah. But like
a long year.
See, that kind of fits into what I was talking about earlier with Tam being the champion of the webcam, because like here he has to hold up the moniker of the last like big webcam event, and then he hosted the Worlds with David later. We'll talk about that later. But anywho, Tam will forever be known as the last webcam regional permanently, I guess, right? Until they actually, maybe do something with it,
because they're fucking dead. UVS killed them. It's over.
Unless, but there's more later.
I mean, to like piggyback on that, it's like, but like shows you with like the 66-2 record, how easy it was to cheat on webcam, right? And it's like, I don't know. It's just, if you have to, I don't know, man. Like, I never cheated on a webcam, and it's just like, man, this is like, come on, dude. It's a card game, dude. We're gonna have fun. Sure, we want to win, right?
If you want to cheat in a card game with no prize money, then go ahead. But I guess
you're playing the wrong game, man. You know.
Yeah, you're not in UVS for money. We've been over this. You're not in UVS for money.
Yeah. Not after year one, anyway. All the Bandai players left.
Yeah.
Dude, we're in it for the friendship now. That's what it's for.
I'm here for the hangs, dog. All right.
For the vibe. For the vibes.
Moving on to April. We have Season 1 Regionals. I'm not reading anything else. My throat hurts. Someone else read
That's cool. April is mostly the Season 1 Regionals.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've left out some bits here, okay?
Oh, okay. Insert those bits, man. Insert those
like
bits.
jokes, okay?
No. Time out. All right. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to go out of order here. However, we'll do it since you're gonna go this now. I'm gonna hit this right here. This is what Zach sent me for October, November. Imagine trying to fit all of that into one thing. Not even one thing. Coherent. Don't even try to read this. Don't read this. Don't try and read this. But just like look at it and look how there's emoticons. There's like.
That's a very good copy pot, though.
I'm having to like look at this madness and translate it into readable form.
Yeah.
So
April was 2 sentences, Jacob.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
The first half of the year was very hinged. Okay.
I went back and remade this one to make it flow better with the rest of it.
Okay.
You got rid of the important part from April.
Yeah.
What?
The important part of April was, does anyone even play the game in OCE? They are regional.
That's important. Yeah.
I was going to let you say that.
We covered
13 people.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Which
a lot of them were just giving me a 2 decks.
which kind of leads into the December points, right? In a way. So
Well, and
we'll circle back around to that one.
Yeah.
In OCE and in EU, younger Toguro hits on everyone. Internationally, younger Toguro dominated this April format.
Yeah.
The Yu Yu Hakusho came out in February-ish, whenever it came out. Had to
February. It was February because Critical Role came out in March.
Yeah. No, everyone thought younger Toguro was a problem. Internationally, he goes bonkers. Just
Didn't they say play more defense, and then he's like, or is that a different thing you said about? I'm maybe mixing your points together, but yeah, it seems like they might have said play more defense, and they got waxed by this guy.
Yep.
Oh no, that's the July regional.
Oh, that's the Godzilla thing. Yeah. Sorry, I'm mixing points up.
So internationally, younger Toguro fucks, right? But then we get the American regional, and he's like almost nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
There's like one in Top Cuts. This is where Calvin breaks onto the scene. Wub, as he's known in the community.
With the Mimic deck, right? Like he was playing the Mimic deck, right?
He got second with Mimic. I look back through 2023. I don't know how much Wub was playing in 2023, but he didn't have any tops in the 2023 tournament. And so this is his like breakout tournament. He tops every major this year. He's arguably rookie of the year. I probably inarguably. But he gets taken down by the power of retro reprint because Tim Keefe slaps him with a mop till he dies.
It'd be a shame if you had the right block for this. I know you're holding a high block. It'd be a shame if that one you're gonna have 2 lows and a high block. It's hitting that high block every single time.
Yeah. Happened to me every time I had a showdown in hand. Mob Strike gets rid of my showdown, and then I die. Yep.
Oh, my manifest gone.
Oh, I guess
season
chat was saying he was the most represented character in top 16. He just lost in top 8. So
Whatever, still lost.
it's still lost. Yeah, loss is a loss. He didn't win, but yeah. Tim Keefe again winning another regional, right? Because he won one in year 1 with with Bird, and speed character kills people, mill character kills people. So it's just Tim Keefe, man. I think Zach. I think I heard Zach say in chat something today. Like the only person I'm afraid of with the Tim Keefe deck is Tim Keefe because no one else knows how to play it, right?
True.
So
Yeah. We were talking about chaos spam in our team Discord, and someone was like, Tim Keefe's deck run no 0 diffs, and I was like, I don't give a shit what Tim Keefe's deck was doing unless Tim Keefe's playing it.
Yep. Facts.
It's cool. Like, there's gonna be a theme this year with the regional winners, and it's all the people I don't want to play.
It's people that you're glad that aren't playing in Nats, right?
Well, no, it's the 3 people I'd rather not play at Worlds.
Yeah, true.
If you had to be like, hey, if you could just not have to play against 3 specific people in your tournament, it'd be the 3 people that won a regional this year.
Yeah.
But then we move on to May, and we get Glow Power. Jacob, do you have a May part 2? Because I'm pretty sure May. No, there's no May part 2.
Nope.
Jacob refuses to put the biggest meme on the slide.
What meme?
UVS likes the meme.
What meme?
So
Listen,
in May,
is it too much for you, Jacob? Is the meme too much for you?
No. Just consider the flow. Keep talking about what's on the screen, Zach.
In May, Girl Power releases, and we've got just so many quality control problems.
Oh yeah, that was bad. Yeah.
We've got green enhances, yellow responses. Exhausted Slumber is the worst card ever printed. Has to get day 0 rotted because someone thought the card did one thing and then they changed it, but forgot to switch a symbol.
Yep.
So we just got problems, right? Quality controls now all over the place.
Can I interject something right here real quick?
Yeah.
If anyone is watching from UVS Games, which I know you guys watch every content creator possible, anything that has an errata, please re-release it out on your redemption shop so we can have the correct wording so I can spend my points on something. Thank you.
That would be very cool.
Yeah. But anyway, sorry, Zach.
No, you're fine. It's a 4-person podcast to talk.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But you were just into it, so I just gotta
just let them ride.
So, did something else happen in May?
One specific thing happened in May that really got the
the mental load. There it is.
I wonder what happened in May.
Mental load meme. That is correct.
In May,
I can't believe you fixed the sticker.
We got the best article ever written. It was simultaneously correct and the most insulting thing of all time.
And that just kind of seems to be the case in point with the author, right? Like it just it's both and both at the same time, all the time, right? It's like yeah.
Opinions. Yes.
Are
we gonna delve into it or?
No, this hashtag is presented without comment.
Yeah.
The higher ups love the meme.
Yeah, they do.
From what we've spoken with people at UVS, they love the mental load meme.
That's good.
Like I made this as a sticker, and I was requested to give a few to certain UVS team members so that they could give them to a lot of different people at UVS. Like
interesting.
I went and reprinted more of them because I
That's
gave
wild.
A lot.
It's an insult.
Fair, like
It's not a compliment.
I know. The mental load thing is kind of just like, well, first it's really insulting, but then they're like, well, we're dumbing down Attack on Titan to make it easier, but then we're making another. I guess we'll get into when we get to Attack on Titan.
Yeah, we'll come back to that one.
It'll all come back around, baby.
The thing is, the problem with the article wasn't that it was wrong. Most of the concepts were correct. Your short-term memory does only store so much information, and you do need to track a lot of things, which is really fucking insulting.
It was very tone deaf.
From someone new to the game.
Anyway,
Yeah, keep going. Moving on.
we're gonna move on. Now we're in June.
June is where we get some wild shit going on, right, guys?
Oh yeah, this is
Screonk.
Yeah.
Godzilla
Screonk.
releases.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that.
Everyone loves it. Everyone loves
Oh,
Godzilla.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's got
everyone
some
laughed
fucking
at
strength.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Rumors, Attack on Titan previews start. We're jumping a little out of order here.
Oh wait, you guys totally forgot about the content creator summit. Aw.
We did forget about
Yeah,
the content
we weren't
creators.
invited, so we don't.
Hey, the thing is though, they forgot about us.
Yeah.
So there you
Yeah.
go.
So AOT previews have started, right? And there's rumors going around that AOT is going to ruin the game, and it's so over. And Godzilla is like a response to how bad Attack on Titan is,
Yeah.
and it's so cranked and it's so good, and that's objectively true, chat. Godzilla is fucked.
Yeah. The whole every Godzilla character has topped, except for Kiryu. He has been close, but all of them have topped otherwise.
That's because I didn't play him in St. Louis.
That's your own fault, man. You played.
I listened to
Byakuya
those
instead.
guys.
Hey, he's weak-willed. That's not our fault.
Hey, I was not in my right mind when I made one of those decisions for you.
That's not true. You made that shit before you got high, and you told me you were going to punch me in the face. I felt threatened.
Fair. So there's kaiju everywhere now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And David and Tam Rise. They've decided that webcam needs to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Who wins the first event?
Well, going by the slide here
My boy George
is George Zhang.
No, yeah, I'm trying to loop the other people in, so I'm not just talking the whole time.
Oh no, it's definitely George playing Rodan, playing like honestly a 100 card deck, right? It's like a 100 card deck. Correct?
It was like 87.
Yeah, that's George. That's a George deck. Yeah.
Every time you think Rodan doesn't have enough cards in his deck, you're like, yeah, probably could use more. The all decks get to keep. The all decks really need a lot more cards.
Was he playing the combined firepower stuff, or was he?
He was
doing
on.
that?
This was the Void version that was like just sending them for 5. This was like Shards of Winter and
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'll kill you eventually.
Oh,
Yeah.
In
I
most
don't even
George
think
way.
this was like Ice Sword Execution. This one was sending them for 5. We were.
Well, technically, Ice Sword Execution is for 5, so he could play that for 5. So yeah.
But he wasn't. I don't think. I didn't actually. I don't remember. I didn't look at the deck list when I wrote this up, but
Yeah.
I don't think he was. But then, like, so this event's really cool. The Attack on Titan previews start, and people are like starting to lose their shit a little bit, right? As we move into July.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all become more unhinged throughout the year as we're like, hold on, what are these cards? What do these do? I don't like the sound of that.
And I actually looked up. July 1st is when the backups article went live.
Oh, really? It was that long ago?
Yeah. So Attune and Blitz were actually in June. I just didn't mention them in June because backups was July. And that's when everyone really lost it, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is when previews are in full swing. The community can't decide if Bill Stark came to shit specifically in their serial, or if he's actually a genius and is saving the game from certain doom, right?
Yeah.
Still undecided.
Still. Yeah,
We
still.
still haven't figured that part out. It's December now.
There is still shit in my cereal, and I just don't know who did it.
But one funny thing happened at the end of June. They previewed the 13 gift.
The 13-4 or whatever.
That blows up your board. Someone read Shishi Wakamaru and shit their pants.
Well, you know that no one at UVS Games did. So until they got told about it. Yes. So.
And so Jacob has it here. Shishi Wakamaru catches the stray errata. He can only play printed 8 dips now. which at the time was basically every move, except that 13 diff.
Yep.
You know, I think now we're up to like 4 or 5 that can't be played with Shishu Akamaru, but
I mean, okay, so like, can we go back to like the attune thing, and are we gonna save that for later, or
this is the attune point?
Okay, so like, as a player, I like attuned.
Yep.
I just don't want my entire sets to be attuned, but I think conceptually attuned is fine. But I think we still, because we're going to get to a point that if every set has attuned, by the time we rotate out My Hero Girl Power or whatever, then all we need to do is find the correct 60 cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
For
whatever character.
Whatever character. So like, say Zach wants to play Pike. All you need to do is find the best 60 cards that fits her. And that's all. And then we're going to have everyone playing. We're going to be like the Pokemon and the Magic, where everyone's playing the exact same deck. And that's something that I don't think our game has ever. I don't know. I didn't play before Red Horizon, so I can't speak to like old times, like ancient Stone Age times. But like, you would have people playing the same character, same shell of the deck, but their player expression would be in the other quarter of the deck that doesn't match, right? Like Shane and Kevin play the exact same K-Dash deck. I mean, the same deck technically, to the same strength of schedule, to the same points percentage, where they had to play a playoff game to get into the top 8 at Worlds, but they had a different player core, if that makes sense, right? So their deck was the same shell but different core, if that makes sense. And I think that's what we're going to lose with attuned.
And I think
eventually.
Yeah, and I think we're slowly starting to move towards that already. We're seeing a lot of those same things. Like, we have these core cards that are deciding how you build your deck, and go
the casino
decks, the City Rampage decks, the Firepower decks, whatever it is. You're like, cool, I'm picking this character because I get to do these things, and I want to do whoever does those the best, and then I will just play those cards.
Yeah, I mean, like, even as a team, right? We cooked for a long time on, is there a Chaos Fire character that can reasonably play this pile of cards we want to play?
Correct.
I don't want to go crazy with it and say like it kind of makes the game lose its soul a little bit. When it kind of makes the game lose its soul a little bit when everything's attuned.
No, you're right.
Crazy.
No, you're right. I think you're absolutely right.
Part of the fun of this game. Part of the fun of this game is figuring out the puzzle on how to build your deck. Part of the cool thing about this game is that when you build your deck, if you've iterated on it a few times, you're going to have a completely unique deck that is going to work better than the dude who's going to potentially net deck the dude who won the last regional, which is one of the coolest things about UniVersus, UFS, Universal Fighting System as a whole, that kind of gets lost when everything is attuned, when everything is reduced down from our big total of symbols down to 6 and everything's attuned, etc., etc., etc. It's
like, I don't. Oh, go ahead. Finish your thought. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like KDM said in the chat. Attune is dope in moderation, but not when it's the main course. It's, you know what's really awesome? Mashed potatoes are phenomenal, especially when cooked right. I'm not eating mashed potatoes as my entree.
It's my point is gonna be it's gonna be a very funny vacuum if we keep getting all these attuned cards. When in 3 years or 2 years in 2026 when AOT rotates, or 2027 when AOT rotates, these 6 symbols are going to have this huge vacuum of just all of a sudden 600 cards are gone. Not counting the rest of the stuff.
Correct. Like, I can be fine, because even with this, with the attuned, and we'll get into Blitz in a second, commons became like trash. Uncommons became and like your cards that you wanted were rare, ultra rare, secret rare. So it's
so this is getting into Attack on Titan as a set design, right?
Sorry.
Blitz.
Okay, my bad. We'll wait for that. Okay, we'll go to Blitz then.
Attack on Titan as a set design is August.
Okay,
why don't we actually pause? Why don't we wait until August to talk about all of the Attack on Titan related stuff?
That's fine. We can talk. We can talk
Yeah,
about.
we got a bunch.
That's
We got,
good. That's good.
We can talk about season 2 regionals and how much of a wimp Justin Birch is.
Birches,
Going to
what a
Australia
loser.
and fucking losing to
Come on.
a rotted younger Toguro.
Come on, Spider-Man. You're the bag man. Come on, you're supposed to come up with this stuff and win, dude. Relentlessly mocked, yes. But I do love
The Rush
Justin's
rolling threes in my life.
his commitment to the bit, right? Because I think that's what another thing you could say about 2024 in a whole is everybody had a bit and they held on to it, right? Like UVS Games held on to this Attack on Titan bit and held on to it, right? Like
can't give it up. It's too late. We're too deep.
and they're just too deep, man. This is like I don't know, but maybe we'll get into it at the end of the year, towards the end of the year. But yeah, but we'll see. We'll see.
Carl Bennett ends up winning that event on a character that like hadn't done much in the new format, right? Ochako 4 kind of fallen off from that.
Didn't he side into Spike as well, or was he just Ochako 4 the entire time?
He did side to Spike.
I'm pretty sure this was the start of Ochako 4 format, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the end of Ochako 4 format.
Yeah, Ochako 4 has been around for almost a year at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He came out with
No, you're right. You're right.
Like,
my bad.
Like that character, I'm surprised she did not win more. To be honest, like I'm just surprised.
Yeah, she's a really strong character. Just never had like a good format to exist in. She's a very high rolly character that existed in a format that had a bunch of other tools to deal with stuff like that, and never really found a home.
True.
The OCE, funnily enough, the OCE event was kind of diverse.
Yeah.
It was like a pretty healthy meta. The North America event was a fairly healthy meta also.
But Travis beat the shit out of everybody with his little combo deck. But yeah.
He did, yeah. Well, and the weird thing about St. Louis was, like, I've been shouting from the rooftops how broken Ghidorah was.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And it was, right? And Ghidorah had a 60% top 16 conversion rate. Everyone made top 8. I'm the only one that lost in top 8. The other two made top 4 and finals, right?
Yeah, Ben was in finals with Ghidorah Void.
Yeah. And Ben probably only lost because he was on Void and not Evil, because I'm pretty sure Travis said his deck could never beat the Evil version.
He just left. He ended up just like going, I got to drive home.
Oh yeah. I mean, in the long run, I think Zach is saying that
if they played the third round, if
they played a third game, Travis probably ends up winning anyways because the Void deck can't deal with the tools that deck had, but the Evil build did,
right?
You know, or something like that. So.
Like Travis has talked afterwards that he felt like John and I's deck were the counters to his deck, and he didn't think he could beat our decks, and he just got happy that he dodged us in Top Cuts.
Yeah.
Which is part of Top Cut bracketology, right? Like, people, if you've never topped an event in a card game,
holy crap!
I love it. I love it.
What a $5 word.
Copyright it.
Holy
copyright
crap!
It. I mean, I think ESPN has already, so it's okay. Yeah.
If you've never top cut in a card game, right? Like, you have to be good at the game. You got to get a little lucky, and then in top cuts, you got to get a little lucky. Your matchup has to be good. You got to play well. Like, you can't take away anything from your opponent, and you still have to play well. But sometimes you're just going to get paired into a bad one.
No, I was just saying the term. I wasn't like.
Well, it's a pretty common term, but
yeah.
But that same.
Say the term again.
Event, right?
Say the term again.
Bracketology. Can you use that word in a sentence, please?
ESPN really likes talking about bracketology.
It's a sports term. Got it.
I bracketology, you bracketology, we, she, we. Bracketology.
Nice.
That same event, right? Like, my top 16 match was into Tony Hevia on Toga 3. And like,
sorry, bracketology is literally defined as the process of predicting the field of college basketball participants in the NCAA men's and women's basketball tournaments. We're just stealing it.
Yeah.
That's funny to me. Sorry, continue. ADHD.
Oh, it's fine. Tony, like, Toga 3 is just a really good matchup for Ghidorah. The character does nearly nothing into the character. And Tony just pulled the worst draw he could in that top cut, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Um,
As someone who has played that matchup over 100 times, I may have beaten Ghidorah once or twice. Yeah.
But
and it
It's
can
just- it's
happen.
horrible.
There's the webcam event that happens like right after this. The Toga beats the Ghidorah in the finals.
Yeah.
It can happen, but
Yeah.
moving on, because let's talk about the EU. Their meta.
yeah, the EU said fuck playing defense, and Godzilla stomped on everyone.
Yep. Hey, send them for big.
That's my kind of meta right there. Let's go.
Yeah. They're big sweaty dinosaurs and lizards and monsters just stomping all
There were
over the place, dude.
4 Godzillas in their top 8, 3 Chaos, 1 Earth. They just said, "Fuck it, we're going, baby."
Yeah.
Let's
We got
go.
We got 4 rounds to play today, and we got to get out of here.
Mhm.
I want
Did
3
anyway-
turns or less.
Did you really know Godzilla's top St. Louis?
Oh,
No
I don't
Godzilla's
know.
top, right? I don't think so. I don't think
I
any
don't think so.
Godzilla's top.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I was looking it up.
If I remember correctly. I don't think any Godzilla's top St. Louis. Because I know a Bionic Menace did.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was Ross. And then I know there was the Ghidorahs and a smearing of Rodan, but
There was not
I
a
did-
single
I-
Godzilla. Not a single Godzilla.
I did
top.
my job. I did my job and gate kept some Godzillas, so.
nice. Wasn't Andrew Porat also like wasn't this year like the year of Andrew Porat too? Like hasn't he come second in some regionals and some big events and stuff? Like he's been almost there on knocking on the doors too. So
Yeah.
you know.
I don't want to say that Andrew Porat is a homer, but he is apparently friends with the owner of the company, and so the fact that he does well at events seems a little sussy baka to me.
Oh baby.
Mm.
Yeah, saying, but
Somebody should check his hats, is all I'm saying.
The opinions expressed by Zach Richards
That's a
do
joke.
not
That's a
reflect
joke for-
those of anyone else
It
in
was
this
a joke.
podcast or any other affiliated parties.
it's a joke.
So's mine.
Oh.
Maybe.
And then the highlight of July, past all of that, we got the second most insulting article of the year.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say me joining
The-
the final
I
round.
think-
but
I think
okay,
this is the
whatever.
first-
No, that was a
I feel like
glorious
this is
one.
the first most insulting article of the year, honestly. This is like the
Oh,
first
that-
most important one. Like, we memed on mental load. This one tells us we don't know what grammar is.
True. Yeah.
True, fair, the most insulting article of the year. Bill
Yeah.
Stark explains nouns and verbs to us.
I'm pretty sure I didn't read this one just because I was told it's like not worth. It's not. It doesn't matter. Like the article does not matter.
Mhm.
It was an article. It did happen.
It told us how they name cards, kind of,
Mhm.
sometimes.
But
they-
How they
but
want
don't
to.
they don't follow it, so it actually truthfully doesn't matter.
Correct. Yeah.
I don't know if Bill has kids, but I feel like if he did, he probably had a child that just went to kindergarten and learned about 7 structures that day. That was it. You can see him, he's sitting there in his office going, what the fuck do I write this week? Oh, what's your homework? Oh, English language structure. Perfect.
Oh, yeah, blurry. I haven't read any of the articles after the mental load one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're not missing anything.
I kind of.
I think I'm also in that boat because I have you guys to tell me about them. So
I let
it's
Zach and Josh tell me what happens, and I go, "Okay, cool."
Yeah. Same.
I read the clips that people post. So if no one posts a picture of a part of an article, then I just don't read it.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
I read one more, and we'll get to that later. We'll get to that article. That's something I wanted to add to these things, and I didn't, and I really should.
Oh.
But
Gotcha.
on to August.
This
What?
one was rough. Yeah.
August,
We get Attack on Titan.
part
Part
1.
1. Oh my gosh.
We're doing our best anime impression by splitting it into a bunch of parts.
Oh, it's
that don't
right.
make sense number-wise.
It fits though with Attack on Titans.
Yeah.
That's the best. Yeah, it
Yeah.
fits. Yeah, it fits. Oh boy. So we're gonna go
Yeah.
we got a day 0 errata for Bert and Armin because hey, we meant for them to have once per turn.
Yeah.
We promised. This
We
was the
promised.
power level thing.
Yeah.
It was always supposed to be there, guys.
We didn't forget to. We just forgot to change it. This is what it was meant to be.
Yeah. it's
Our
meant to
bad.
be. Someone sent the file out to print without adjusting it.
No one play tested this and then said, "Hey," and then came to the UVS being like, "No," but nobody did that. Nobody came to UVS saying, "Hey, we play tested this and did some stuff." And hey, by the way, we did walk the dogs for like 18 on turn 2, no problem. Like, don't worry about that.
4 checks. Based or bad for the game?
Bad.
Bad.
Based.
Bad for the game. Bad. Of course.
Bad.
Based.
Bad.
Bad. They are so bad. They allow you to. Okay,
I
so
have-
like
I had the same.
We know you do.
The day zero, Ross brings up a good point. The day 0 errata thing is only made worse by the fact that they previewed them and said nothing.
Yeah.
If it was truly
Yeah.
day 0 errata and we knew it, let's say something. The UVS games, if you're listening,
Zodiac.
you know it's getting errataed. Just say something.
Zodiac. Without smiling, 4 checks are still bad.
they're so bad.
4
because
checks?
the way because
Hold on.
they're
At 4 checks, I have the same opinion as 4 checks as I do with the tuned. They're fine in moderation.
Yeah, if there was one of them, it'd be fine.
The
There's
issue
like-
is that we can make a deck out of. And I think like if you wanted to add like because I think Tim Keefe said something about this like if you wanted to add a cool 8-4 or a 9-4 to your deck and like to supplement the rest of your stuff because it does this really cool thing, that's great. But like eventually they did it in the first set. There's a whole deck based on it, and it's cancer because it allows you to skew your build turns to ways that are unhealthy, if that's the word, in my opinion. Like
Non-risk based turns.
it's non-risk based turns. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's
And it
just
completely changes the math.
Well, it
It's
changes
just-
the power level of your deck, right?
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
we balance 0 diffs to have nowadays nothing, no text.
yeah.
We balance 1 diffs to have relatively low impact or single use effects. And our 2 and 3 diffs are your things that are either high impact, repeatable effects, or if they're single impact, they're usually huge effects on the game, right? And so your deck usually has to have some sort of curve so that you can build a reasonable string on turn 1, expecting to check some number of 3s and be able to pass your checks. If you're all 4s, you no longer have to play 0s. We don't need those.
Oh, you do
now
play
can
zeros. You play zeros. They're your 1s.
Sure, but
Or
now
you
you
play-
can play. But your 2s, you can just play more 3s.
Correct.
Or
Yeah.
you play your old powerful 0s that still have effects on them.
Yep.
Yeah. And so like you just, man, it's so bad. 1, 2, fine. 40, no.
Yeah. We have way too many. There's way too many 4 checks because in the older version of the game, the 4 checks.
There was only 1, right? It was a 2 diff 4 check, and it was bad.
There was 2, and they were kind of mid.
And we
Never
also
mid.
had the fusion cards. So like
That's different.
they were bad.
And it's not just that there's a 4 check deck, right? There was Smiling, which we'll get to. There's the Recovery Girl 4 check deck. There's the Bill Evans's Godzilla 4 check deck. There's the Inasa 4 check deck.
There's the
There are
Hood
various-
4 check deck.
Yep, there are various like Titan based 4 check decks.
Shishu Wakamaru 4 check deck. I saw that one in Atlanta.
Yeah, David Toombs is out here telling us that Emir 4 check is a thing. Not
Or
Emir.
Nedra.
Nejire 1 4 check is a thing. He's wrong, but you know he can whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to say it's bad more ways than that, but go off, King. Blitz Attune. Josh, Chris, you're up.
All right,
Go
so I have a
ahead.
hot take. I have a hot take on Blitz, and I came up with this one. And everyone hated it yesterday. Yesterday. All right, UVS Lenoco, if you're still here, I have the best errata ever. Turn every non-keyword enhance into a Blitz
Don't listen to him.
on attacks. Attacks only.
Don't do it.
Errata
Listen.
Lady and God, errata Jin. Let them work on blitzes. Done. No more of this confusion of your blitzes. Your blitzes are your enhances you play on your attacks that aren't EX, stun, or powerful.
No.
Done.
I think Blitz wasn't needed, but you know.
It wasn't needed, but we're here and we're stuck with it. So
Yeah, I know we're stuck with it. Yeah, I understand. I do like Frenzy though.
Frenzy is cool. Frenzy is
I do,
cool.
but that's later. But that's in
Yeah.
December. But yeah, but I do like Frenzy. Frenzy is cool. I like that very much. But I think, like I said, I already said my piece on Attuned, right? Like Attuned is fine in moderation, but I also think
Blitz is also fine in moderation, but we're
Yeah,
stuck
I
here
don't-
with everything.
we're stuck here with everything being on Blitz. I also think Blitz. I just wish Blitz wasn't made. It didn't need to be. Because like they went from this mental load article saying like all the game's too complicated to hey, we're gonna make a new step.
All right.
Yeah.
You just stop contradicting yourself, please. Just
So yeah, make every non-keyworded enhance into a Blitz. We'll call it a day.
I mean, it's just I don't know, man. It's just eventually all those cards are gonna rotate and we're gonna be in a Blitz and Attune land for like 4 years. So, you know, it's whatever. But you know, it's just don't do that. I think they shouldn't have made Blitz, but again, like the slide says, I think you got some people who like it, some people who hate it. There's a bunch of mids, you know, but it's just it's a nothing burger and should never have been made, in my opinion. So
we're stuck with it, but it allows for old relevant cards that matter about enhances to now care about blitzes, and it helps bring those old control things back in because currently blitzes get to, besides 2 cards that stop blitzes, they just get to do their thing.
All you could just do is errata anything that mentions an enhance ability to also matter for blitz abilities.
Wait, there are only 2 cards that stop blitzes right now?
Yep.
There's the ultra rare or secret. Is it? Yeah, the ultra rare from Attack on Titan 2, and then there's the new revoke from Star Trek.
Strange energies.
Dr. Chagaki doesn't stop it?
I think that one does. It does. So 3.
So 3? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, also, it's the best set ever.
Hey, it sold really well, I guess.
Allegedly.
To people.
I mean, it had to, right? You had to buy 400 boxes to get a card.
Yeah, and that I think that is, I think the biggest issue with I think we accepted a blitz, we accepted Attuned. I think the community is pretty solid on is that if it was 100 cards less, I think it would have been received a way lot better. You know,
if like every 2 cards got merged into 1 card, hey, some of these cards are not playable. If we put some of those enhances onto the 0 diff so they get to do things and not just block Besiege, hey, those are now playable. So those
but not Haymaker. They get to block Besiege, but not Haymaker.
Not Haymaker. But that comes later.
Yeah, but you can block that with a 3 diff, so that's fine.
They also can't Black Armor Titan Rush, so yeah.
That's a different problem. That's like saying, hey,
block the tournament advance because it's on a 9.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Well, I can block down with a 1. So,
but yeah, like it definitely was way too big. But I understand what they were trying to do with it. But again, they shouldn't have done it with that because I don't think draft will ever really be a thing other than just make every draft Jetburn draft because for some reason Jetburn's the perfect set to draft. I don't know why. It just is. It's perfect. And just make every set like Jetburn and we're good. Which leaves me hope for Critical Role because we have 20 fucking characters and Jetburn drafts with 1 million characters very well too. So maybe we get lucky. But anywho, yeah, like set's way too big. It's just, and I think I know we're jumping ahead a bit, but set 2 was like 100 cards less and received way better because we didn't have 100 trash cards in the set.
It's a note in October.
It is. Yeah.
Or November, sorry.
Neat. All right. Yep.
Yeah, someone did the math. Like pulling a specific rare in AOT1 is the same probability as pulling an ultra rare in Girl Power.
That's stupid.
Checks out. Honestly.
That's way too bad. That's just bad. It's just like it should never because wasn't there like 60 something rares in that set for some reason?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Billion.
Insane.
And then we banned risky, but that comes later.
Yeah.
So later in the month, Levi goes on a tour demoing UniVersus to try to grow the player base. This is a sick initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of people thought it was across the entire country.
Yeah.
Oh, we thought it was. I thought it was too at first.
Yeah.
And it was just Texas.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Don't get me wrong.
It's cool. Texas is big.
So I always knew it was only Texas, with the thought that like if it goes well, it can do more later.
Mm-hmm.
That was always my my perception on it. I don't get
I
how people
guess
thought it was.
we'll never know how well it actually did because we don't live in Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, Levi's got a van now, so
I think it was just something like even if nothing really came of it, like it still shows you that you still have to put the work in locally to build your group, right? Like you can't just rely on IPs or the word of mouth from the game because half the time the community is shitting on the game anyway. So why would you want word of mouth from the community? So, and that leads into December with the big D. So, like, it just shows that, well, one, they care, like they want to grow their player base locally. So like, hey, we're going to send Levi out, do a little thing, throw some content, do some previews. Cause I remember they were showing previews of, was it AOT1 or AOT? It was AOT1, right? They showed previews of it. Was it AOT? So everyone was like watching it all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
so they had huge hits on their Twitch and YouTube and all that stuff. And but it was a good thing. That is something good. You know, we're here to be impartial but partial. But you know, like I don't know. I'm a fence sitter on this. Like I'll give them their flowers, but I'll also give them their slops, right? Like their slops. They, you know, you do good, I'll give you props. You do bad, I'll slop you. You know. So
I think the Levi tour thing was cool. It just like wasn't. I don't know if it was effective.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. We don't know how well the turnout actually worked, and we don't know those numbers. So if it got new players for certain areas, then hey, so we know there is. I don't remember who it was. I'd have to go back and look to see. It's whoever I bought my Hiei from is from Texas, and he was like, "Hey, my gaming area is dying of this game. They were just running out of people, so it'd be worth checking in with him to see how his game started. If Levi stopped by, got new players for that area.
Yeah.
Like, did they target certain areas that had players?
Maybe.
And then try to like revitalize the game. So
I think that'd probably be the best way to do it, right? You show up, try to revitalize the game there, get some excitement growing, you know, because I don't know. It's just the game at a core is good, and it's just this set here that we're talking about really just, you know.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my cereal right now, and I just kind of see it there.
Yeah.
So the last point for August Part 1, I feel compelled to read the note I wrote to Jacob because he wrote article comes out explaining set sizes.
I would like to remind everybody. This is what I got for October and November. I'm not kidding when I said there was no way.
We get it, but it's funny.
The note I wrote, Bill Stark tells us about how UVS thinks about set size and why they might want to make a 300 card set. No one cares, because no one but Bill Stark wants a 300 card set. That is all.
Yeah. Wasn't going to put that all in one spot.
Oh, no, we got that.
But on to part 2, the roadmap for next year.
Yeah. Nobody hated this.
Yeah, everyone loved everyone else.
That I know of. That I know of. There is probably someone out there who did hate this, but
I'm upset at this. There's no Trigun or Cowboy Bebop
yet.
Well, you also forgot to mention that there's more coming too. So there's more than just this. There's plans for more. Not saying we're gonna get it, but there are plans. You know, so. But like, because we know solo leveling. Okay, so this is one thing that excited me because we went from 1 billion Challenger deck releases this year, 2-2 next year. So
Maybe.
to be fair, these are maybe. Okay, so on this slide is what they showed us. This is only 6 releases, right? Like, that is hands down way better than this year.
My wallet appreciates that.
My wallet does appreciate that as well. Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah. I also feel compelled to read a note from this slide. We've dropped the name Clash Deck and are now smartly calling them starter decks, finally. Also, Guilty Gear is listed as a compact set, which notably is not one of the options listed in the article about set sizes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool because I've heard multiple times at multiple different events that the 300 card set is not a thing that's going to happen ever again. They said that was a mistake.
Yep.
Yeah,
Good.
it better be.
That's good.
But I still don't know what compact set means, because
I'm
that was
assuming-
not a choice.
Listen,
Well,
no
if
start
you-
comes from Magic. I'm assuming it's Assassin's Creed, where it's or March of the Machines, where it's
100 cards.
100 cards.
That's just actually one size, though. That's
Yeah.
just
Hey.
like an old UVS set.
Yeah, that's compact.
It's
It fits in your wallet.
Yeah.
100 cards is Crimson Rampage.
Yeah. It
Fits
is.
in your wallet.
Moving on to September. Insert funny one-liner here.
So I'll start this off because I feel that the event at Boar's Hat Games that we had Barrett Bryant, one of UVS's playtest game design people out there, he got to see firsthand and got community feedback and played in the event at the case event for AOT1. And then, so I feel kind of responsible for I feel like I can take ownership of the errata. Like it was, you know, I had firsthand helpings in this because they got errata the week after, like literally the Tuesday after the event, right? Like it was, we had the event and then they errated them on Tuesday, right? So Mikasa and Reiner were definitely not okay. Mikasa went in, like, she was just better pony.
Yep.
At the time. And now pony's better than Mikasa now, which is kind of funny. But yeah. Anyway.
Pony's back to being Pony.
And then Reiner was just straight fucked.
Yeah.
Right? Like Reiner was fucked. He was arguably probably the best deck in the format. Like he could literally blow your board up and set you back to nothing almost every turn. So yeah, it was just messed up.
Yeah. You wanted to see a regional with Reiner? Shut up.
In PlayStation with some casual friends on, I'm going to play this Reiner deck one time.
It's
and,
like Zach putting people in recovery girl prison. That's what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, it was real toxic. The thing that blows my mind is like these were fine, but the Armin play an attack on a 6 forever was not. That one wasn't fine.
Yeah.
Reiner was okay.
Hey man,
for a month.
Hey man, the AOT Challenger Series sold out. Whatever that means.
Well, didn't it sell at a distribution? That's what they mean, right?
Yeah.
It sold out at distribution.
I thought it sold out at UVS Games.
At the warehouse, then? Okay, yeah. Because I could still find them out in the wild. But you really don't need any of it unless you need the unique cards that are in there, you know?
Yeah.
What if I'm chasing all the foils?
Sure.
Oh, sorry. That sucks.
Nah, that's something. That's something I want to point out.
Can I say? I do. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I think we're going to talk about the same thing. Go ahead.
Anytime someone mentions that something is sold out, or they're like, it's the best thing ever, that means that they have sold out of their warehouse in some way, shape, or form. Because guess what? You can still get AOT 1 boxes. You can still get AOT Challenger Series. But you know what you can't get? Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament anywhere. Why aren't we announcing
You get
that?
them on TCG Player for $100.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
You can't get them
Rochester for
anywhere.
$100.
Dog.
That's why I'm glad I have a sealed box sitting on a shelf. Still never going to sell it, but it has a chrome in it. You can't tell.
There's absolutely a chrome in there.
Yep. I do want to say a positive about the AOT set, though. There's a couple things actually. Like, the pearls are a great treatment. Like, I coming straight from a comic book and a black and white art was awesome, right? Like, and I knew that like I was kind of adverse to the manga panels, or whatever, the art. It grew on me. I'll admit it. It grew on me. I kind of liked it over time, but the pearls are amazing, and the obsidians are butt because you can't read anything on the.
That's my favorite part about obsidians. I get to feel like I'm playing retro by just telling my opponent what my card does.
I actually killed someone because I showed them the card. They go, okay. They go, pass. And I go, you die because you don't have a block for it. They're like, that sucks. I'm like, yep, sorry.
Attack on Titan cemented something that we really hadn't had too much of at the time, but now we definitely had it a lot of, that Josh and I are very big lovers of. And we love the print lines.
Oh, me too. I'm a print line lover too.
Yeah.
I love print lines. Yeah, I love horizontal print lines more than verticals, though.
I like it when they're funnily placed. So that I've seen a Titan injection where the line goes like through his neck.
That's mine.
I found one where there's a death character from AOT 2 that I have that I think my box is in my car. But it's also again going through the neck of the character where it's like, oh, this is very funny for a death character.
I want to say I didn't like the secret rare art when I first saw it on digital, but as I seen it in physical paper, I kind of like that manila scroll looking
the manga
look.
page.
Yeah, I like that. I think it's grown on me a lot.
Set 2 looks like, I know we're getting ahead here, but the set 2
looks way better. Correct.
Looks so much better, and not because the art got better. It's because their layouts for what the art is and what it does is all better.
Yes. But the one thing I do like from the AOT ones are the panoramic. The whole top part of the card is all art, and then the rest of it's all underneath it, like Myths of Despair, Walmaria, that have like the panoramic look on the top. I like that a lot. I think that looks really sick. But I like how the greens pop and the blues pop on them. I don't know. It's just because of the coloration, like the contrast to like the yellowish looking paper. It looks really cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So
another thing I did appreciate, if we were gonna do a tuned, I did appreciate if they were color coded. It does help.
That does help. And it's so easy. It is super easy to sort those sets. I like that. See, that's cool.
That one's cool.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the obsidian.
What does it do?
I have no idea what that card is. I assume that's the card you just showed me.
It's coordinated strike.
It is. It is sometimes for 3, and other times it's for 15.
That is a black piece of cardboard, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Fair. See, the one thing I wish they could do with the obsidians is like put some color around like the numbers to delineate what the numbers are or what zone the attack is or anything.
Just make all the text silver.
Yeah, we have that on the XRs for the characters in the set.
Yeah.
You should just reuse that. It looks really nice on those characters.
And
even just making it easy to read what zone it is. The amount of times I think when I was playing Uzak, I'd play like if you didn't know what defeating Colossus Titan is, I think I played someone else. I played Rocky, I think, from last week. Where you're like, oh, this is a mid. I'm like, no, this is a high.
It's a high, dude. Yeah, it's a high. Yeah. Sometimes it's an 11 high for a billion. So
it's always an 11 high. Sometimes it's for a billion.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, true. Yes.
I think I've always sent mine for a billion. I don't know what y'all are doing.
Yeah, I know, man. Well, sometimes mine are 13 high for a billion.
Okay? Sometimes I'm playing it in the air, and sometimes it's a 13 high.
13 high for a billion. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah.
But something else happened in September.
Dust showed up. Massey.
Yeah, Massey showed up.
We had an OP overview video with Josh and Levi.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a big win for them. He came from Unlimited, Star Wars Unlimited, right?
Yeah, Fantasy Flight Games.
Fantasy Flight Games, and their OP for that game was well received at the time, I believe. Right? It was pretty successful.
It's had some bumps with registration, but the concepts of it have been pretty well received.
That's good. I know they do. They do foil promo packs, right?
No.
Yeah.
Promo packs for foils? No.
They have
Mm.
basically weekly promo packs that are basically like alt arts, effectively.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have alt arts, foils of promo packs or whatever, right? That's
yeah,
what
but
they
none of
do.
them are foil though. Or
Oh,
they
they're not?
can be foil. They're not
thought
like
they
full
were.
foil packs. Like one in every like 12 cards might be a foil.
Yeah,
There's
that's
always
fine.
like
I
one
have
or
no
two
problem with that.
specifics.
That's not
At
a
least,
problem.
so at least for set 1, the weekly play promo pack was like a starter deck card that you could only get in full art from those,
Mm-hmm.
and then like some other card, and then an alt art of. There was a set of alt arts, or like 12 of them, and
Mhm.
then those 12 alt arts could be a foil.
Oh, that's fine. That's perfect. That's like what the Challenger Series booster pack should be.
Yeah.
They should just be alt art promo packs, you know? But I don't know. Like, I know they said like local scrambles. We have no idea what that. And they went into more of a description later on in December, I believe, what they were talking about.
Yeah.
What those are, right?
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
little bit. The local scrambles effectively, they kind of said it in this video, but they are like entry
Local.
participation,
Yeah.
casual level, step up from locals, get into the tournament scene.
Mm-hmm.
But
Gotcha.
it's really front loaded with the prize support.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna interject. You know how LQs have been? You get entry promo, and then winner gets a
Mhm.
winner promo. It's the same
Mhm.
thing, except there are a couple more winner promos that the store can give out any way they want. That's effectively
Okay.
what a scramble is.
Oh, cool. That's fine.
But
Yeah.
but they don't award anything for like nationals or worlds, so there's no sweat involved.
Oh, so it's totally casual event. That's
It's
awesome.
super
So show up, have
cash.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I'd
there's
say
more
that was
events.
probably- yeah.
Hooray!
What's good? There are more events. That's very good. That's
Yeah.
very good.
And then September is when we started shitting our pants about where the fuck was the season 3 regional going to be at. Jacob.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
Jacob.
don't
Where's
talk
that?
about it.
Where'd it go? Where's it going? Come on, Jacob. Where's it going to be?
You gotta
Jacob.
talk about it, man.
Jacob,
Sorry.
Jacob, where's it going to be?
Jacob,
Hey,
we, need
where-
a
where-
hospital. We need to go somewhere. Where are we going?
Jacob, am I driving?
So-
Do I need to fly?
So
Jacob.
October
Jacob.
hits, and
Jacob,
we
where's it
have
gonna
some regionals. Kevin Broberg wins the North American regional with Irwin,
Jacob, where is this event at?
and then oh no, I hit the button. I hit a button. Oh no.
Oh, no.
And then in the OCE, Torin won with King Ghidorah, and Mike Hardiman won with Bakugo 4 in the EU, and that's all we'll talk about it.
Hey, Zach. Are
Hey.
the two of the three people who have won regionals on this page that you don't want to play at Worlds? Is it Kevin and Mike and Tim?
No, it's Kevin, Tim, and Travis.
Oh, and Travis. Travis, yeah. Okay, so yeah. Mike would be my fourth.
I don't
Yeah,
want to fight
Mike
Mike
would be my
Hardiman, and I don't want to fight Mark Hardiman because every time I play him, he kicks my ass every time.
Listen,
I mean,
I'm 1-1 with Travis right now. I got to bring him back. I gotta get the third game in with him.
nice.
I beat him in Red Zone, but I lost in Standard.
All right,
I've never
yeah.
played Mike Hardiman, so I
Oh.
don't know how much better than me he is. I know
I mean-
how much better than me Travis, Tim, and Kevin are.
Yeah, same. It's like me and Mike are really, really old friends from back in the day, so I know how good Mike is, and
Mhm.
the only way I'm going to be able to beat him is to flirt with him, and that's it. So, and that's gonna
is that what I have to do?
That's what I have to do.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Why didn't I do that at Worlds
Yeah.
in 2020?
Yep, I'm just gonna have to flirt with my boy. That's all, and it'll be fine. It'll be good. It'll be a good time for everyone.
Can't
So,
believe it.
I want chat to appreciate what Jacob has flashed what I typed for October, November several times.
mhm.
I want you to appreciate what he boiled this down to. Because it was a lot.
So let's just go say there's one thing I can say though, but like Bakugo 4 kind of came out of nowhere, but the EU had 3 of them in top cuts, right?
Yeah.
Was I right at that?
Listen.
Yeah, the
3
EU just, like,
Bakugos.
Listen, they had the
Right.
sickest tech for Bakugo 4 actually,
Yeah.
and then next month, rolling in,
No,
the most important thing happened that disabled this deck.
we're not gonna leave in this month yet.
Okay, the Dark Deku deck came out after all this stuff happened.
Yeah.
It released
yeah.
in October.
It was legal. It was legal for the EU.
Yep.
Yep.
No one played it, I think.
No,
It came out
the
week. It came out the weekend of.
It came out the day before. I think someone did play it. I
Okay.
did, and I don't think they did very well, obviously. So
Yeah, what's that deck gonna do while Bakugo is fucking you in the mouth?
Oh, so visceral.
With the most important update, where it can no longer fuck you in the mouth.
yeah.
So, I just want to talk about Atlanta for a second because there's an article that came out that I didn't put on here that I really wanted to put on here. This is the only other article I read this year.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's the one where it tooted Jacob's horn.
Huh?
It's the one where it tooted your horn.
Did it?
No,
Didn't.
it absolutely it ruffled his feathers.
It
Ruffled
ruffled
his
my
feathers?
jimmies so much. I was heated. I went and talked to people I shouldn't be talking to about this kind of stuff too, where I was just angry and just like, how?
Wait, is this the one where Bill wrote the article and didn't say nothing about you?
Yep.
It is almost as
About-
if the article was trying to take credit from their
Correct. Yes, I
design
remember this.
choices and rules updates, that they're the reasons why, those two are the reasons, are the reasons why we were able to get through all of our rounds day one in a timely manner and everyone was happy.
It had nothing to do with having a great TO.
Not even, no, not even me. Put me out of the picture. Not even our awesome staff who was there, like busting their ass to make sure everything was on time. It's like our judge staff that was making sure that like people were getting through. We weren't sitting there over an hour in between rounds and stuff.
Yep.
None of that.
Yep.
No, it's all them. Not the people on the ground.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That made me mad. I'm still mad about it. Like
I can tell.
It's not about me. That's the other
give
thing.
you a hug, but you're sick.
I know, right?
And 2,000 miles away. But
yeah.
But like
That's why you can be Mr. Fantastic with the long stretchy arms.
Like
I am I'm the invisible woman. I don't stretch. So, you know.
The top 8 of Atlanta was so cancer.
Mm-hmm.
There was one non-Godzilla, non-Attack on Titan character.
That's crazy.
And it was Toga.
All right. I forgot about that.
That character's not trying to play the game either, guys, in case you didn't notice.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Oh, she's playing the game
at you also.
Yeah, she's playing the game. She's playing the normal version of the game. She's just trying to make you not play the game.
Correct. Yeah.
But yeah, that was the thing that made me.
If we expanded to top 16, there were 5 of the top 16 not from Attack on Titan or Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them were Ryuku. 2 of them were still Toga, and 1 was Byakuo. So one is a retro reprint. 2 of them will still be eroded.
Yeah.
Top 32 is pretty cool though. Very healthy.
Yeah, but there were a bunch of recovery girls.
Yeah.
Oh look, it's that thing Zat sent me to transition into November. We're almost near the end, guys. Origins of Power and Tekken 8 released. Origins of Power was smaller than Attack on Titan 1. That was good. Tekken 8 decks delayed from October to November to release on the same day as Attack on Titan 2.
Well, that's because of the dock situation. That had nothing. They couldn't help that at all. So
that's not their fault.
It's not their fault.
That's
I'm not saying
on
it
them.
is. No, not at all.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it is.
But
boy.
okay. So like it started with Tekken 8. So Tekken 8, very cool property, very cool IP. I think those. I'm just gonna call them starter decks. They're really good to get people into the game, right? They're better than the 650 because the last starter decks we had were 6 health, 6 hand size, 15 health characters. This was obviously made before. These are designed before Attack on Titan.
Those are $15 demo decks.
Correct. Is what they are. Yeah.
Some certain stores like ours give you the ultra version of the characters when you buy those decks now.
Yeah.
Ignore how ignore how illegal that character is for that deck, but
But what I'm saying is that the Tekken 8 starters are probably where I'm starting somebody off if they've started playing the game. If the Mirio, Overhaul, Toga, Choco 4 decks aren't available, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Tekken 8 ones are fine. They're very good. They're
especially the Gen one, right?
The Gen one is
View
probably
one is a little more complicated.
Yeah, the Gen one is actually the better of the two to give to a new player. June does cooler things, but Jin does some cool things too. But he's just easier to start with. Honestly, he just really is, and he does some really cool things. And we also, off of that, we got some really cool promos from that. That we had no idea that were coming until they announced them, right? Like, those were super cool. The Double Jin, the Paul, Ling Xiaoyu, and Martial Law. Which I think, shameless plug, that if you watch my channel on Brody One on YouTube, you see my cool Nationals rundown breakdowns for deck profiles, and Paul and Double Jin are on there. The other ones aren't. Because I actually think Paul and Devil Jin are really good characters for this meta right now. Because why they fuck?
They're so cool.
Yeah.
Man, I wish those characters were legal for Atlanta. I would have played Devil Jin the entire time.
Yeah, Devil Jin.
Devil Jin would have been cool in Atlanta.
Yeah. It's just
Paul is cool, but he's gonna get stunted on.
Oh yeah, he will. Yeah. But like he has those turns where you get to play the game and your rival doesn't. So if he has yeah.
If you get the hot hand, you will lamau someone. But
you will, yes.
If you don't, your character doesn't play any defense. So
correct. That's correct. Yeah. But Devil Jin does. He plays offense and defense, which is kind of cool in that character.
He's so
which is really neat how he does it. It's very cool. Like that's probably one of my favorite decks in the last like 2 to 3 months actually come out that does something different than just, well, I'm gonna play orange, see orange, but he also wants to check orange. It's really funny when you play against a Devil Jin player and they check nothing but 5s, right?
Yeah.
And they hate it.
The amount of games I've lost going, I need to check an attack on this one. Actually,
yeah, exactly. It's very, very humorous. But yeah, like that was really cool. And they also kind of did. Was it with this one or was it with Godzilla? They started releasing redemption promos out with when product was released, right? They started kind of doing that.
It was before Godzilla.
It was with Critical Role.
It was Critical Role? Oh, well, you're right.
Technically, it was Bebop.
Oh, you're right. With the playmat and all that stuff. Yeah.
They didn't do one for Yu, but they did one for Bebop and Critical Role and Forward.
They did one for Yu. It was Yoko form.
Yes, they did. Yeah, it was Yoko form.
Oh,
yeah. It was Yoko form. Yeah.
So
far, the only one they haven't done it for was Star Trek, right? They haven't done it for Star Trek, correct? Yeah. I think.
Maybe. But, let's go look online right now.
But
maybe it's posted. They just did Dality Body.
No, I looked. I've been looking. I looked the day they were out. They are not.
Okay. So like Inside Baseball, right? I think I know what the card is, because it was supposed to be a PAX promo, but like shipping stuff happened. I think it's supposed to be I Can Taste Sounds.
Cool. I like that card. The card's cool. I do think Origins. So I think Tekken was a success in its own right. Just even though it's just starter decks, I hope we get more Tekken because I like Tekken as a property and I think it's great. So
I'd love to get a normal king, getting king or like Jack 8 or anyone would be super sick for the game. Getting more just punch, kick, generic support for things.
I want Nina and Anna in the game. So that's just me being a fanboy. So
I want cool characters. I don't know any of these.
Hey, it means we can get Akuma and we can get Heihachi. Geese. We can get Geese because we have Tekken. They're Tekken 7, but like
we can get We can get Clive from Final Fantasy 16.
Yep, we can now get Clive.
We can get Eddie Gordo.
So side note, have you watched? Okay, side note, real quick, Josh. That character fucks.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Clive, he fucks.
I installed Tekken 8 this week just to play him.
He's awesome. I just watch people play him because I'm bad at those games. But anywho, so Attack on Titan 2, success, right? It's more of the same, but set smaller.
My note for Attack on Titan 2, for everyone's transparency.
Yeah, go for it.
Attack on Titan 2 Origins of Power. Now with 40% less forecheck attacks, half the cards, and all the same design flaws as AOT 1. But people feel a lot better about this set. Is it actually better? Who knows? It sure is smaller though, so you can actually get the cards from it.
Correct. Yep. I think that's why people felt better about it.
Except Attack Titan Haymaker. That card doesn't exist.
What? I have my 4.
That one is Unobtainium.
I have my 4. I have my
I have
4.
my 3, and we're just gonna stop there.
Same thing with my determined advances. I have my 4. You know,
I
so
finally have my 4. Shout out to our South Carolina players, Jared and Ethan. But then we have a new Band and Errata announcement. Twisting Azure Inferno, gone. Risky Encounter, gone in Standard. Ryuku and Smiling
Jake's
Type,
ability to spell the
errata.
word risky, never there.
What?
Risky.
Yeah, nah, man.
I love it. I love it.
Hey,
Smiling, that one got one event.
Yep.
Turns out 12-12s weren't fair. We should have seen that
Correct.
coming, but we
Yep.
didn't. Wait, everyone did.
Everyone did. Correct. Yep.
I want to play
You spelled
Smiling
Ryuku
again.
wrong. You spelled the Ryuku wrong
We
too.
can't allow that one to continue if we're just going to keep printing blank foundations.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think we
Man,
could. I think Smiling
she
Type
got
could
neat.
return.
She got kneecapped, right? Like Ryuku got
And she
kneecapped, man.
Yeah.
That character
Yeah,
is
she did.
doomed.
Said you are not allowed to pass go. Do not collect $200.
Zodiac, no way.
I
Smiling
played
Time
it.
was not fair. You were just nuts, dude.
I played Ryuku and it was a drug, man. That thing was crazy.
Well, yeah.
And then a note about drama beginning. I don't know what that's about.
I didn't post about any drama.
Ah.
I know in November is when someone, yeah, it was me, started saying that the December ban list should just nuke the format. The format sucks. This shit is not fun to play. Let's try again. Let's take 2024.
Push it somewhere else.
Let's try again.
Hard disagree.
Whoa. Can we keep Bebop, Critical Role,
Yeah.
And Girl
Girl Power? Can we keep that? At least?
You can keep like
We
most
might
of
need to
you-
get rid of Girl Power because we don't need like Black Abyss decks roaming around and like.
Well, Black Abyss and Knot's cool, but they won't. If we got rid of Hakusho, they don't have Armor of the Wolf, so I think it's fine. Or maybe we just print acceptable momentum hate, right?
Yeah, if we had some real actual momentum hate and not momentum decks getting 6 to 7 to 9 to 10 ways to protect their momentum.
Can we get Exploding Pride back, but as a
Thank you, God.
That'd be pretty based, yeah.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, then I'm gonna burn you for 9, and then if you take damage or block it, get rid of all of it. I'd be down for that, dude. You want to ride the ride, you pay the price, bro.
I'm a G, eat your heart out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He already is dying. You don't need to worry about him.
Nobody plays that character anymore, anyway. So
don't tell that to David Toombs.
Well, too bad. Well, how did he do in St. Louis again? Did he win?
He got the same position I did.
Well, I mean, he didn't win, so yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how much of the community was on the nuke the format contingent, but I know I was. Justin Birch was. Chris, I think you were pretty much there, right?
You were in your little echo chamber. That's fine.
Echo chamber, baby. We're the start of it. We are the start of the echo.
You're the yodeler. You are the yodeler.
We're the influencers,
baby. Yeah, we are the content creators. We are the influencers.
Nah, y'all wrong. Format's fine. Shut up.
You just want to play Fury with Rampage.
The format.
Yeah.
I play the format. He
shows up every once in a while, plays a Rampage deck, and goes, "I don't know, man. I drew a bunch of cards and had fun."
Yeah, that's all I'm trying to do here. I'm just trying to have fun. Stop ruining my fun because you're not having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Have more fun.
What's the common Zach phrase? Fun is a zero-sum game.
Correct.
Yeah.
So November ends. We have Thanksgiving. We have some good food. We roll into December, and boy howdy, the D in December stands for drama.
Man, the big D.
But beforehand,
you get it every way.
We get the Star Trek decks come out. Monoma gets the You Can't Live Forever errata.
That was fine.
Which is fine.
It was fine.
2 3K
Did you want
events.
a format shakeup? Fuck you. Monoma can't live forever.
Yeah.
Listen, I wanted writers to pay the price of playing into a Monoma and missing a block.
Right. Correct. Okay, so let's start with the start. Before we get too far down, let's start with the Star Trek stuff. Why do we? I think everyone was cool with the property. They're not cool with having to spend $300 to get a full set, right?
This is where I jokingly say I'm okay with it as a retailer, but also it's like the only thing that kind of like held me from going like this is bad from like the Far set was like, cool, some of these characters care about, or some of these cards in these character decks care about other players, not just your rival. What? That's wonder what that's about. It's 4 decks. Maybe there's a multiplayer thing. We got no multiplayer thing, huh? That's weird. But anyway,
if this had debuted alongside a codified multiplayer format, it might have got me to buy in a little bit more. But Attack on Titan came out in November, man, and then you want 300 more of my dollars?
Yeah, especially with Critical Role around the corner, where that's more important, you know. Because in theory, we're gonna get to play with Critical Role cards longer than these decks. So it's an easy decision. I'm gonna buy the stuff I'm gonna play with longer, right? So,
and these cards are fine.
Yeah,
there's some like good staples, but that's about it.
Well, they would be better if we nuked the entire format, right?
Yeah. If the format didn't, if Godzilla and Attack on Titan didn't exist, these cards would be great.
Yeah.
Except Serving Shade, which doesn't work with any of the cards in the deck it comes in.
Okay, so in theory, if Serving Shade doesn't work, Mimic doesn't work then either.
No, that's not true.
I agree, but you're wrong.
I know, but I know I am. I know.
I know I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm with Chris. I know why we're wrong. I understand why we're wrong.
Yeah.
But I feel like I shouldn't be wrong.
Yeah, very true.
So for what it's worth, the designers don't understand why you're wrong, because they keep making this mistake.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
This keeps happening.
Yep.
And we haven't gotten an audit for it yet, so it's just not going to work. And I'm going to call a judge if I have to ever deal with it.
Yeah, that's true. But what's going to be funny is that they're going to hand wave it in a tournament right at Nats. They're going to hand wave it right in front of you. And
it won't matter. It's not going to happen, right?
Yeah. I do want to say though, those characters are cool though. What they do, like they're very cool. It's just they can't exist in this format right now.
They all die. They all die
very fast. They die very fast.
The 7-hander versions, especially, like all the 7-hander versions are sick.
Yes.
They sure do all have 20 health and get melted.
Man, if blitzes counted as enhances for, was it Davern that gets to end the enhance step? Where if he got to like, because he takes the first enhance, so it lets you skip the blitz step.
Oh, if he got the blitz first, then in the enhance step?
Yeah, if you got to do the first thing played during the blitz part of enhances, no, you don't get the blitz.
There's no blitz part of the enhance. It's just the start of the enhance step.
Yeah, I know. But you end the enhance step though, right?
Yeah. He has to play an enhance. So you still get to play your blitzes because the active player gets to play their blitzes before they can play enhances. You just get the first enhance.
That's why you need to errata blitzes to be like they are an enhance. They are just a type of enhance.
Isn't that what Josh just said just a little bit ago?
Yeah.
I guess so. I'm not gonna lie. His audio kind of crinkled for me for a minute.
I don't think you were really paying attention to him.
It's the same thing that I said on Sunday about how every attack should just be blitzes and keyword abilities or keyword enhances.
Yeah.
So I hate.
But anywho, we're all in an agreement though that 4 is too many because that means you have to buy 8, and that's a lot of money. And I really thought because when I first was pitched, when they were sending out the Solits and pitching this, I thought it was two different characters per deck, not 4 different decks.
4 different decks with 2 different characters.
Yeah, it's just like.
Well, I thought each deck only had 1 character.
That too. Yeah,
it was revealed that each deck had 2 different of that base.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, that's cool. There's 8 characters. That's neat. It's still $300.
Correct. Yeah. I do want to say the I got a Syndicate skills or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It looks great. The alt art looks fantastic. It looks great. It's
Yeah, I got a propaganda poster alt art character, and those look phenomenal.
Cool. Those are the cool ones. The
Is that the
constellation
dark one?
ones.
Yeah.
Which one did you get?
Yeah.
I think I got Divana. I think I got the one I wanted.
Oh, cool.
boo.
Yeah. I wanted
Yeah.
Sam because I have the playmat, so I wanted Sam.
I have the Divana playmat.
I got the Constellation Davern one.
Oh, cool.
I got the Constellation Boimler and the Constellation Mariner.
We had a guy pull Divana Constellation and Mariner Constellation back to back in decks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I was like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
And
You know,
everyone on this podcast pulled a foil dupler. I'm assuming you pulled one, Chris.
I don't know. I probably would have just ripped it up on camera and throw it away because you know they're $30. I hate money.
Yeah.
So,
what's up?
So,
well, I was gonna move on to the drama.
Well,
I mean, like, is
hold on.
the 3K event thing part of the
Yes,
drama?
that's the
Okay,
drama.
All right.
go for it.
All right, hold on. Let me get prepped to get out of frame. Continue.
So, the community, you all,
I don't like how you said you all there.
complained last year that there were no events from October to February. Doesn't work, and that sucked. And then this year, there's no events from October to January.
Whoa. There was an event. We held a case event.
Yeah.
Official events.
Okay,
Official,
fine, fair
yeah.
enough. Official events. Yeah, okay.
This is my point, though.
Yeah.
Last year, how many people did your case event have?
I don't remember. It was low because it was December, just like this year. So yeah.
This is my point.
I know.
The community wants these events to happen. The community also bitches that there's no webcam events constantly.
Mm-hmm.
So what does the community do? Chris Warsaw posted a case event, right?
Mhm.
A store in the Midwest somewhere, Justin Lord's store. Mayhem.
Oh yeah, it's in Des Moines. It's where Tam plays. This is in Des Moines, Iowa. Yeah.
They hosted a 3K, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then somewhere else there was also a big cash event
Mm-hmm.
for a standard event that same weekend. So that weekend there were 3 big events going on in the community with substantial pricing.
Mm-hmm.
Total attendance was less than 30.
Yep. Mine was
Hold up.
11.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Wasn't the webcam one invitational?
The webcam.
No, he's not.
Counting the webcam.
I'm not
Not counting the
even-
webcam.
He's not.
I'm not
He's not.
even-
He's not including that.
I'm counting the 3 in-person events.
Okay.
Yeah.
30 people.
And my store paid out 2 cases in pricing with 11 people.
The Mayhem event was $3,000 cash guaranteed no matter how many people showed up.
Correct. And they all went home with money.
12
All of
people.
them. Yep.
12.
Mhm.
You want to know what? The next weekend, Jacob ran one. $3,000 cash guaranteed.
Yep.
You know how many people showed up to that one?
Can I
UVS
guess?
community?
Less than 10.
9.
I was right.
You want to know who showed? Oh, I ranted about this last week. And if you weren't here, too fucking bad you're hearing it. Or if you were here, too bad you were hearing it again. My dog died the night before.
Mm-hmm.
I showed up to that event. Where the fuck were you?
Yeah.
Don't come at me. Don't post on Facebook that you won events and then not show up to $6,000 of guaranteed cash.
Yep. Or 2 cases. Same thing. It's just unbelievable.
Like, what more do you want?
Mm-hmm. They want to be able to. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to travel. They want everything at their home. They want webcam events, but they don't sign up for the webcam events that are there for them.
How many people are signed up for Sam Tate's fucking webcam event right now?
I'll double check for you. Give me 1 second. I was thinking about playing in that, to be honest.
If it's not 50,
yeah, that's what he has increased numbers. They'll be like, hey, there's now 4 boxes going, or top 4 get boxes.
Yeah, Marvin is putting up a box for everyone in top 4. Sam is putting up a box for the winner plus cash.
We have 18 currently right now, and
I
didn't know that. Did you know that you could check out the price breakdown on the page itself?
Because he posted,
No, I did not.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm talking about on the UGN site.
It's an option.
Yeah.
It's an option you can do that most TOs usually do, because unless it's a guaranteed prize thing, it's like everything's variable.
He also posted something today that there's that he may have additional pricing being donated too.
Yeah, community members are stepping up to donate pricing to these events.
Yeah.
Because y'all want them.
Yep.
But you don't want to play in them. So who the fuck are you yelling at? Who are you complaining to? You're not going to bother showing up.
You want to know something? Whenever you point a finger, there's 3 more pointing back at you.
That's why we do this.
So we do this. We do the Ida thing.
Yeah.
I actually would disappear when I tried doing it.
Yeah.
So I hope I want to announce this. I'm commentating with Sam for that event.
Are you really? Cool? That's awesome.
I told Sam I would sign up and donate my $15 just to pay into the prize pool or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just to support it. I don't like playing on webcam. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't like playing on webcam either.
It's annoying. It's someone like things will get miscounted and you're like, oh, everything's fucked now.
Yeah.
It sucks, but it's the main way to play the game.
Yeah, webcam play is not for Zach Richards.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I don't want you out there who want to play on webcam to be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to support you to be able to. You have to support the people supporting it.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Don't go on Facebook with your drama. Jacob has it here. Players have opinions. Boy, did you. You went on Facebook and voiced them. Josh, Chris, thoughts on those posts? Did you read them?
The community is toxic and it's turning on people. So that's what people are saying right now. So, but yeah, I don't think the community is toxic.
I'm sure that last 5-minute tirade didn't help.
Yeah.
No, but what it is the fact of the matter is that we have to get off our asses and we have to support like you said, support the people supporting. Stop trying to tear down people, which we're kind of doing right now. We're tearing down the community, but we're also trying to be like, hey, stand the fuck up, right? Like, and be what people say we are, the best community in gaming. Be that, like that's what like I am not a webcam player. But I did think about playing in it because I like Sam. I like what he's doing in the community. I want to support Sam. Sam's a good friend, but I have to clear it with the lady down the hall first, make sure I'm not doing anything. So, but yeah, I don't know, just playing events. Cause when we got 11 people for our guaranteed 2 cases of prize support, I offered to pay the remainder of the pricing so my store didn't lose money. And my store's like, don't worry about it. We'll get it on the next one. And I'm just like, I don't want you to keep doing this because he lost a hell of a lot of money on that event, right? We had 11 people for 30 for a 30, $30 and $1 entry. We had 11. So but
$300 and 2 cases are $1,300.
Yeah.
At cost, call it 11.
Yeah.
1,000, 1,100. They made 300 tops.
Correct.
4,000.
Yeah. And that's just no. I'm not cool. Like I don't want him to think we're taking advantage. The community is taking advantage. of that store because of their generosity, right? Like,
Yeah.
we have a good thing going in Northern Illinois and in Southern Wisconsin. Like, right,
Mhm.
we have 4 stores that support the game. We have the reason why we're sending probably 3 people to Worlds via points is because we have all these events and we have a circuit, we have a community built in.
Yeah.
You know, like, we can only do so much. We need other people to show up too for these events, right? And it's just.
I'm mostly proud of South Carolina for showing up to our 3K. Like, they did what they could, and I know like 1 or 2 people just kind of slept in and missed out on being able to drive just because they had work, and so they couldn't get up in time to be able to get down there. But like, I know Greenville guys drove down 4 hours to get down here. Myrtle Beach guys drove 2 hours. Like, I know South Carolina showed up to support their locals. They showed up. They supported their own.
Yeah.
Would have been cool if we could have gotten like Georgia, North Carolina, Florida guys. I don't know if there are. I guess there's a couple Georgia guys. I have no idea if North Carolina plays the game. But getting like the Florida guys up would have been nice. I know we talked to some Florida guys and they're like, "Hey, have a lot of stuff. Bad weekend for it. Can't control that. It's also Christmas time. I get it.
Yeah.
December sucks. I get it.
Yeah.
But this is not a unique thing to December. This is a consistent showing across the entire year.
Correct.
The Camp David webcam events had like sub 30 people basically every time. I think the big I don't actually look at the numbers.
I think the first one was a big one. The first one was a big one, and they consistently shrank going down. Yeah.
But it wasn't even full, right? It didn't get
Correct.
they initially set it to 64 and it didn't fill.
Yeah. Like, they got a crap ton of prizes donated for that circuit.
Yeah.
It was crazy the amount. Like, they were like, I think David was saying there was anonymous donors donating money and all that, and it was just it was nuts, man. It was just but like, people still complain about it, and it's just.
I don't know if you saw me. I was just kind of on my phone this entire time y'all were talking. I just signed up for the Sam event. Can I actually play? I don't know, but I signed up.
Yeah. Yep.
It is what it is. Like, ultimately, if you want webcam to come back, play
it. Yeah. I mean, Tam's doing a retro event right now while we're on, and
I think
the worst part about webcam Wednesdays, and I would play in them if they were. That's our local night.
I'm at locals. Yes. I'm at locals. Yes.
I'm supporting my own locals to play there.
Yeah.
And boy, does my locals need it right now.
Well, that goes back to people complaining about, well, I don't have a local scene. There's a webcam scene every Wednesday. Well, I work that day. Find another day to play. You know,
use the Discord. There are people playing. There's a looking for games channel. Use that.
Yeah, it's just.
All right.
I know it sucks.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
All right. But anywho, yes, there's just go ahead.
To all of you who are complaining about not having locals, if you've put the work in and it's just not working out, this is not for you. But for those of you who are just on the internet complaining about not having locals, put some effort into it. Put effort into it.
Talk to your local game store.
Talk to your local game store. Talk to them. If they're like not convinced, send them my way. I'll talk to them. I demoed at Gen Con, and the first person I demoed for, I got pulled aside to demo to a store owner. That store owner, after talking to me, put the game in their store, and I was told that that person now buys a ton of product. So clearly I can sell the game to a store. I'll help you out. Just talk to me. Tell them to talk to me, whatever. But you have to put effort into it to grow your local scene. You can't just show up one day and be like, I'm here to play UniVersus, and then sit there and go, I'm gone, no one's here.
Yeah.
That's the thing that really gets at me to my core, because I know I'm a store owner, but I had to work hard just to get to where we are now. Even before this. Right now, our locals is not great at the moment. But that's the time of year and stuff that's going on with all of our local player base at the moment.
Yeah.
But you bet I'm going to keep working hard to keep our locals going up. And you know what? You got to put a little bit of effort into it. This ain't Magic. This ain't Pokemon. This ain't Yu-Gi-Oh. This ain't...
That's another thing, too, where people in the community members would have this uncanny ability to compare us to Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh. So this does this does that, and it's just like, come on, man, come on, girl, like it doesn't work this way. Like we are not those games. We have never been those games. You know, we are not going to do it.
No, and you can't even be like, well, Bandai does this, or they're like, yeah, man. Bandai's a huge national corporation with like $1 billion behind their backing, and they can just throw money at the problem. Yeah. UVS Games is a small company.
They're doing it for tax write-off.
Yeah.
We have to do it for work. We have to work at it harder than those because we don't have 20 years. Sorry, we do have 20 years of history, but we don't have the size, right? We just don't, so it's just, we need to do the work. Like I still do the work all the time. Like at my locals, sure, we're playing in a tournament. Someone asked me a question. We're very open about it. Am I the loudest person in the room? Hell yeah, I am. I'm having fun, right? Like, and so I want to, it's one thing I can show people that, hey, this game may be different. It's quirky, yeah, but it's fun. It's a wild ride. Like, I don't know. It's just, I'll just throw my hands up. That's all I'm gonna do for right now. That's all I can do. So,
that's all I can do. And this is the most I'm ever gonna tackle this subject because boy howdy, I am tired of fighting people on the internet in conversations.
Yeah.
Because man, some of y'all are so hard-headed or just not even caring. Y'all are just arguing and yelling to the void.
I'll take up the fight for you, Jacob.
Go for it, man.
Our hero.
Wait a minute, hold
on. Keyboard warrior.
I got it.
I'll be the one to fight with the OCE when they complain about getting one regional in 2025 which segues into the next point.
Yes, segues, yes.
This is my old ass man hat. I'm wearing it.
I think it's our last topic for the 2024 year in review.
Is it?
Just last week, Sean and Josh went on Tam's stream and gave Nationals Worlds spiel and gave a little bit of 2025 info where Josh confirmed.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Josh Maxey. From North America, it's getting 6 regionals next year. One of them is in Canada.
That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's UK is getting 2 and mainland Europe is getting 1.
That's good.
Allegedly. Pending.
Yeah.
And then OCE, hopefully Australia, is getting 1. There may be possibilities for non-regional events at things like Gen Con, PAX, Origins, other Level Up, other events like that. Josh was very clear. Regional level major events will not be at cons. They will be standalone events because players don't like paying $80 for a con badge to play an event.
Absolutely correct. And I haven't done that, but absolutely correct.
I'm on board with this.
Same.
The OCE players, not happy about having one event.
I remember there was someone that came into Tam's stream a lot talking about Canada, and I know Tam talked to him a lot about like, hey, do what you can to push the Canadian games, and so now it's, hey, they did the work, right? They're seeing what we're talking about right now. They did the work. They have their scene. They're getting a national, or they're getting a regional. Whatever, regional. So they get to have the game because they did the work. So do the work.
Yep. And it's going to push, like, Jacob and I are probably going to end up getting our passports so we can go to that event if it's on the east coast of Canada.
Yeah. The last one was year 1, season 2, if I'm not mistaken.
It was an unofficial event, right?
Yeah, it was a regional. No, it was a regional.
It was a provisional.
No, it was a regional.
Those were provisionals in season 1 were regionals.
Yeah, that was a regional. Because it was at some con and there was like some yodeling thing, opera stuff going on next to it, and people were taking video. They're like, we can't hear our rival because all this music was playing in the next, like, literally this partition wall. Yeah.
Oh,
it was Lenoco says it was at CNC in Toronto. So thank you, Lenoco. Yeah. It was in the Toronto area. Yeah, it will most likely be in the Toronto area because that's where I think a couple shops are at. To be honest, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Toronto's eastern part of Canada, right?
Yeah.
That's probably doable for us.
I try, Cadium. I try to be cultured. I try.
Yo, League Opera. Nice. No, it's awesome, right? Like some of this stuff is good, some of it's not. OCE is right to be unhappy that they only get one event.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks. It does. It would suck for us if we only got one event. Fill up to the game.
I understand that, like, flying to New Zealand to Australia, I think it's like this is the same amount as like me flying West Coast to East Coast.
Yeah, if it's like $500, yeah.
Okay.
It's like mid. It's East Coast to Midwest.
Okay, so it's like it's like $200 to $300. It's like $300 to $400 depending on what airline I take, right? So
what day you fly out, all that stuff.
Tech at one point said it was like $500 to $600 after conversion rates, like US dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I am paying that probably to fly to go play at Worlds. So
yeah. But that's Midwest to East Coast, right? Because you're Midwest and
mm-hmm.
East Coast.
Yeah, so it's just like, and then after that, wasn't that the whole, well, we're quitting post started?
Yes.
We're quitting. They don't care about the community. We're quitting. You know, some of the people were saying that good riddance, kick you out the door faster than I can throw you. So, you know, but.
And I made a post trying to be toxic. I wanted to be.
And it came out constructive. I'm so proud of you.
Came out so wholesome. We were so proud.
Super wholesome, baby.
I like set out to be an asshole, and I just couldn't do it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, to be fair, Josh did say, if you show up to your events, you will get more events.
Yeah.
That's what
you get numbers. That's what you need.
You get numbers. You prove. Do the work. Right.
So there's a couple of things. One, they have local play data too, right? Like this is not just that you had a 12-person regional.
Yeah, man. Like
this is that no one shows up to your locals either.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
But then, right? World's invites are a sliding point scale. Your one event is going to qualify more people.
There's no way. There's just no way.
Now it's time for negativity. Now this is live heel turn for Zach's positive post. He's coming around.
He's coming around. He's heel turning right now as we speak.
I don't know, man. You know what? Keep going. Let's see what happens.
Keep going, dude. Keep going.
Break down the math. You'll get more players into Worlds. On your one regional.
The OCE's one regional is going to qualify more players for that one event than any individual event in the EU or US, North America, is going to qualify. So an OCE player has an equal chance of making it to Worlds from their regional as anyone else does.
And guess what? Monetarily wise, you only have to fly to one time.
Yeah.
Unlike
you're going to one event.
Some people.
Congrats. You're probably in Worlds now. You're done.
Yeah.
You get a fly to your regional, then you get a fly to Worlds. Done. You have two flights.
He even said, like, I don't know if he confirmed points values, but he did say, like, 50 points is like a baseline minimum for day one.
So they've given
for day two.
Imaginary point numbers, but not
imaginary numbers.
Yeah.
Official numbers will not get confirmed until like next year at some point.
Yeah, but like if you think about it, on average, if it is 50 points, that's nothing, right? Like that's literally nothing to get. Like,
and I think we're gonna have these local championships as well. Like everyone's getting local championships that apply for them, so like you'll have even more chance to get more points. I don't know. My hope here.
Lanoko is just roasting you, man. What the hell? Just make a wish he's the ESPA. Oh my gosh, bro. Lanoko's torching you, bro.
My hope is that in the push in 2025, there will be not a more focus on local community focused events and less like the LQ stuff that we had this year, which was kind of ridiculous. But like, yeah, man, do the work, build it up. I know some of you have tried. I know some of you have tried. Do it. Keep doing it. Like,
you gotta stay at it, man.
There is no way that they looked at the data for just regionals and went, OC only gets one. They probably looked at that, and they also looked at all of the local data and went, I think they get one, which is probably what happened.
And again, I got no arguments with the OCE people in Tam stream while it was happening. I got in arguments with them on Facebook afterwards. I was the toxic one, telling them that they need to shut the fuck up. And I stand by those comments.
Mm-hmm.
Show up to your events. You want events, show up to them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it does suck. I acknowledge that it feels bad. I'm not discounting your feelings, right? I'm just simply saying grow your locals. And I think the 2025 OP program should allow for that. I
Correct.
can't tell you how excited I am to unsleeve Godzilla when Worlds is over and buy 20 deck boxes from Jacob and 20 packs of Dragon Shields and build a deck for every Critical Role character and keep them with me at all times. And every time we go to a locals or an event, roll a D20, pull one out of the bag, and jam it. Because the shit doesn't matter anymore.
Are you gonna ask your rival how do you want to do this, and then have them roll the dice?
Well, the best part about his entire spiel right now is if a new player comes along, you just hand him one of the 20 decks.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Because I'm buying 3 cases of Critical Role. I will have bulk. They will be there.
Yeah. Oh, also, Josh. So the last point on that, like Josh did say, like webcams aren't completely out of the picture. They just are for 2025 right now, right? Like,
the concept was,
yeah,
prove to me or prove to
That I
UBS
want.
Games
Yeah.
that webcam is viable.
Yep.
correct.
As the event is known, you got to survive the hoedown.
So
Yep.
One of the big comments Josh made was in their current iteration, the way that UVS Games was doing them was not a viable thing that could be happening.
Mhm.
There were employees, probably Lenoco, shout outs,
Yep.
at 3 a.m. finalizing registrations and working overtime.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh finds that unacceptable.
It is unacceptable.
Because it is.
all I'm saying is there might be a webcam series of events run by a final round game shop store announced at some point when that shit gets figured out.
Look at you with the hot news, dropping it hot right now, live.
Dropping the hot tea.
Live on
Do I have any actual information to give you? Hell no. Am I telling you it's a thing I plan on figuring out soon after the holiday season insanity is over? Mm-hmm.
Corey, I'm hoping that you get another one because the St. Louis regional was fantastic. But also, I'm kind of envious, and I want one for the Chicagoland. But it's all in the same area anyway. It's a 4-hour drive. I drove 4 hours to go play at 2 LQs, so I'll travel for the game. Even though I said I was going to stop traveling after St. Louis, and then I found out that I'm super close to Worlds, and I'm like, damn it, now I gotta try. So
no offense, Corey. No offense to your team. St. Louis area kind of sucks. Kind of boring. Nothing to do there.
They did not have.
Airbnb was based. If we go back to that same area, we get the same Airbnb.
Sure, that's fine. But you know what they didn't have? Good sweet tea.
Well, I don't expect that from the Midwest.
Yeah, you should never expect that from us.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, bro?
Okay.
I expect the
think
best. I'm sorry.
Oh, are we doing it? I know I was joking about this, but
I don't know what's next.
Yeah. What's
I'm
next?
done with my tirades.
What's next? Are we doing the In Memoriam? Are we going to play In the Arms of the Angel?
This was the end of my notes.
All right.
Anything
So
left is pure Jacob.
All right.
Please, chaos.
All right. So.
Oh, overall. Okay.
Overall.
We're doing overall. Yeah.
How did y'all feel about 2024?
I don't know, man. Make every attack enhance a blitz, and I'll figure it out.
Ugh. Get out. Ew. Gross.
I guess I'll go. OP. I loved the race more than the end result. Like, there's the race is fun. It was fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was stressful. It made locals sweaty. Whatever. It's fine. It's whatever. But I believe in steel sharpens steel, and it just makes us all better players. Yeah. Anywho, I loved the race. I think the product. So I'll give OP like a B because it struggled at times, but I like the points race.
Mm-hmm.
Product was a C. Just too much. Too much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So overall, I think I give them a B for the year. I don't know what else I should say. Community, that's whatever. I only pay attention to the people that I want to pay attention to. So, whatever. Yeah. So, but as a content creator, UVS Games was great. Like, their constant communication, they're always trying to help out, all that stuff.
Quick shout out to Matt, who's been phenomenal.
Yeah, Matt has been great. Yeah, he's been fantastic.
The only blemish I think so far on that end is the summit thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true. But I don't think he was even. I don't know. Maybe they weren't in charge of it. I don't know. But whatever. It's a water under the bridge now. But yeah, I think it was fine. It's just too much product.
Yeah. I would follow up on that sentiment. It was too much this year. There's a lot of times going, I don't know how much I can buy of this.
I mean, to be fair, I also played in the game where we went like twice. It was about like 16 months without product. So
I was about to say it too.
It's kind of like I shouldn't be saying this, but
when we're trying to compete with Magic releases at a similar rate, it was too much product.
Like, to be fair, I played back when they had re-rotated 2 sets to shake the form. They brought 2 sets back to shake the format up because it was so long without new cards. So yeah.
I remember what was it? Bebop came out, and then before Bebop was like almost nothing, right?
No. Street Fighter was before Bebop. It was before Blood Omen. Before Endines came out, there was nothing, and then Endines.
That's what it was.
Blood Omen, then Street Fighter. Yeah. There was nothing for 16 months. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was Bebop was like the new
Power
UniVersus.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. Yep.
Unrotation it was crazy.
Yeah. It was just. I guess first world problems. I guess if we could call that too much product. So but you don't have to, but the issue is you don't have to buy all of it. You don't. You own well, technically you don't really own your money. It's just a construct, but
oh boy,
it's your money. You can use your money how you want to. You know? There's people skipping the Star Trek decks because they're like, well, I've seen the cards, I don't need anything out of it, So it's like
I think we've sold a handful of random Star Trek. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's great.
I didn't think Star Trek would sell very well. I know that we had like our franchise players are gonna buy stuff, but apparently we sold a couple to like random people because they were like,
nice.
I love the lower.
We did that with We did that with Godzilla. We sold a lot of that in Critical Role to randos. Yeah, it was really cool.
Now, how many people asked you to teach them the game when they bought them?
I don't know because I wasn't around.
Okay.
What about Zach? What's your Zach and Jacob need to say their overalls too. By the way,
I'm going last.
So. Are you now? Okay.
I thought I was done tirading, but apparently not, because I didn't know this question was coming.
Got him,
Zach Rand.
So
here's his unfaced turn.
True. This year is a lot. I had a lot of fun with the community, with the team, inviting you, Chris, and Justin Birch. Getting one of my best friends, Paul, back into the game has been a blessing.
Nice.
Josh has really integrated into our friend group this year, like outside of the game, right?
Yep.
So So it's just been a good growth year outside of the game, but related to the game.
Yeah, yeah, I get it.
But the game hasn't been very fun. St. Louis was fun. I enjoyed my deck for St. Louis, and I enjoy winning. I ultimately, like as a player archetype, I'm a Spike. I like winning. I do like to play the game. Like, I like both players to have a gameplay while I'm winning, but I like winning. So when there's fun game to be had and I'm winning, that's when I most enjoy the game. And I just don't think that's happening right now. Even when I'm winning, my opponent's not playing the game. I'm simply playing it at them. And since AOT and Godzilla, that's really what's been happening. So for me, the year overall, and I think it's so weird. I think your point about the making locals sweaty and like steel-hearted steel is fine if you have a sweaty-ish locals. It's killing others.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I understand.
It's rough for a lot of places. I know, like, one store a few hours north of us is all but dead. It's wild. And so whether it's an OP related thing, an AOT design related thing, I'm not sure, right? But this year either gets an A+ or an F. And we're not gonna know for another 8 months, I don't think.
I can see that, yeah.
Either this is the worst year they've ever had, and the game is near death because of it, or it's objectively a success, and we're on the cusp of greatness. I just don't know which yet.
That's kind of weird, though, if you think about it that way. Because, like, we honestly don't know. But it seems like the game's in front of more people than ever right now, right? Like, I know Jacob can probably attest to this. Like, we have never, like, had this amount of people, one, playing the game, talking about the game, making content for the game, pushing the game at cons. Like, we are the talks of some like we're on, sure, they're obscure game websites, Gamer, Gamer, whatever the one weird one is that shows previews early, and then IGN and stuff like that. It's like, it's just really weird.
And I think it's like showing up in
go ahead.
Sorry. I think it's showing up in like a couple of the like top 25 card games you don't know about. And I know like there was that video this year.
Yeah,
we had Matt and Liam from Critical Role fucking playing it on their channel. You know, it's like
yeah, and I imagine, like, with Critical Role releasing next year, they'll do that again.
Yeah.
And so, like, on the brink of death is probably hyperbole, right? Like, I'm exaggerating a lot.
I also kind of want to interject just a second, because the game has been on the brink of death a few times, and
it actually has died like multiple times.
Yeah. And like, this doesn't feel anywhere close to that. Like, even from the very few times I've been around to experience that part, like, this doesn't feel like that at all to me.
I just feel like I said, it's either an A or an F. And I don't know which, but I certainly didn't have fun playing the game for most of the year. I don't think locals is in a good spot for most people. I don't think the OP system encouraged locals to be very healthy. I don't think the format is very conducive to a healthy locals.
Correct.
And I don't think the rules team / like ban errata, whoever's controlling that, is doing a very good job promoting a healthy meta or healthy environment. 2025 OP, like, Josh appears to be on the right track of trying to do that, but I don't know if it's too little too late to save some of these struggling locals. And if it is too little too late, like, you get an F for 2024, right? But if it's not, then a lot of this stuff is great.
Well, it also comes on to how many of these locals are dying, one, because their players don't feel like showing up every week for locals, right? Like, it has nothing to do with the game itself. It's just like, well, no one else is showing up, so I'm not going to show up. or you get the dreaded in the chat. Anyone who's going tonight, and then it's just
That's
not
every
me.
week for us.
I understand that, but
Yeah.
that's a thing where it could be seen at, well, this person probably is saying this because they really don't want to go, but they'll go if other people are going. You know what I'm saying?
I have
Like
a
that.
wild concept for that type of problem, and that's something that we're implementing in our store for a bunch of different games that we don't really have good weekly turnouts for. Don't do weeklies.
Yeah.
Do every 2 weeks. Do a monthly. Have all of your weeklies be casuals, and then one tournament a month. Try doing that.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
build up to it, stuff like that. Because this has nothing to do with UniVersus. This has to do with Final Round Game Shop. We don't really have a scene for most Bandai games. We have like a handful of people that come in and play Digimon, but we ain't got nothing for Union Arena. We ain't got nothing for One Piece. We got nothing for Dragon. Well, I'm not gonna put Dragon Ball in there, but we
You got a thriving Mahjong scene.
Wait, Mahjong? Are you serious?
Oh my god, we do. It's weird. It's weird.
Are they all Final Fantasy 14 players? Because there's a giant Mahjong community.
I think there's at least one.
There's
for
at least
yeah.
one.
Really?
Yeah.
But like,
It's so random.
but like, it's so random, right?
You would, Lenoco. You would.
But
yeah.
Maybe try something different. Don't do the weekly thing. Maybe weekly isn't your thing.
Yeah.
We have
mix it up,
We have 2 days a week that we play UniVersus at Final Round Game Shop, and it's mostly who you're seeing on screen right now. And that's not how it always was, but it is how it is right now, which kind of sucks, but is how it is. If you do, like, Sumter has one event every 2 weeks, and the store owner has let us know, hey, if you get the people, we will fire an event any day. Like you said, talk to your store owners. Try to figure it out. Try to see if you can just mess with the formula. See what matters. See what works. See what sticks. Because boy howdy, I know that there are very few people that will come into this game and stick to it like glue, like some of us that are watching will. But there will be a lot of people that will go, this is a pretty fun game. I'll play it as my side game. That's how we got there's another store in our local area who, that's all their players were. This was their side game. This was their second game, which is why when we ran tournaments, they sometimes showed up.
And this season's OP structure really hurt that because we all cared about the world's points, so we showed up caring about winning.
Yes.
Yep.
And I think that next year's OP system it lends itself to being less sweaty, like right at locals in a way, right? If I'm not mistaken.
If those points don't matter for getting to worlds or anything, then you can just play whatever.
There is one event that matters for getting to worlds, but there is 2 events that don't.
Yeah.
At your local level.
Your local championships matters, your scrambles do not.
Yeah.
And then pre-releases don't, obviously.
Obviously pre-releases don't. Yeah.
I think
Jake, it's your turn.
Yeah, I was leading into it. I think this was a weird year. It was a chaotic year. Unlike Zach, I had fun most of the year. Even when I was getting my ass kicked, I was having fun most of the time. I think the only times I wasn't having fun was when I was put in prison by Corey Nelson. But I was still having fun playing with Corey Nelson. Don't take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
I love you, bud.
Yeah.
But even then, like, I had fun with the game. I think there are some issues on the back end. Game's good. Community's good. I say it all the time. I quote Shane Dartworth all the time at this point, where I say the game is too damn good. And it is. This community, when it's not eating itself, is also too damn good. Actually, it's still too damn good because we're going to all hang out in Dallas, right? Grapevine, Texas, and we're going to have a great time no matter what toxicity is going to happen. Online,
94% of the community.
Yeah.
94% of the community, correct, yes.
Yes. Like, the online stuff, what the hell ever. Who gives a shit? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to these events and I'm going to hang out with some of the best people that I could actually just hang out with. I don't know.
Definitely.
That's the only reason we're doing this. That's the only reason, like, this is even happening. Like, but overall,
Yeah, no,
2024
it's
was-
frustrating.
Yeah. 2024, chaotic, crazy, dumb, whatever. It was also
I mean,
a hell lot of fun.
It was.
To the note of like,
Yeah.
I didn't have fun playing.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Like,
Mhm.
I top 16 worlds in what, February was when that
Yeah.
event was.
Yep. And then you
And
played
then
EA.
And what was it, March? I almost quit playing the game because I had such a miserable fucking time playing EA.
All right. Okay, we're going to go back to it. What did I tell you? What did I tell you on that car ride? I thought you were putting too much effort into the competitive part, into the serious portion of the game. I told you needed to go back and play something fun. And you know what? I'll fucking repeat it right now to you right now. If you are not having fun
I'm
with this
excited
game,
to see Lenovo.
The funny part is he never did that. I don't think he ever.
No,
actually
he
that the entire
did.
time.
he did. He actually went. It was annoying as shit, but he went to the recovery girl. He had fun with that.
I don't think those are two different things.
They are not the same thing. They're definitely not the same picture.
But if you are in this mindset that you are not having fun with the game right now,
Take a step back, man.
play something different. Don't be sweaty.
Like,
Take
Just
it's so there's a video series that came out from LSV, Louis Scott Varga, right? Is that his name for
Louis
Magic?
Scott Vargas, yeah.
Yeah, Vargas. Where he actually talks a lot about Magic and doing competitive stuff and how to prepare for tournaments.
mhm.
And one of the shorts that came out of it, he's like, "Hey, if you're not having fun with the game, just take a break. It's
Yeah.
fine. Do something else. It'll be
And
okay. The game will still be there. You can
It's
come
like
back.
it's like what Yoshi P says about 14.
Yeah.
Unsub. Come back when you want. It'll be here. You know?
you know what? If you are going to take a break, if you are going to leave our community, we'll miss you.
Don't forget
more
to
than
sub to
likely.
friends and rivals.
Don't forget to sub to Fight Around Game Shop's Twitch.
Comment and
YouTube.
subscribe on this video if you took a break from UVS, and then come back and post another comment when you do come back saying, "Yeah, I took a break. I like the game better again."
It's
Yeah.
crazy because I was going to say if you're going to leave, don't announce it. Don't announce it.
Thank you.
Don't announce it. This is
Wait,
not
no,
an airport.
No.
Bro,
Put it when Jacob actually uploads this video.
we don't care you're leaving. I'm sorry.
Make sure post that you left on that video. We'll know, and then come back. And when you're back again and saying you're enjoying the game, post again. We'll look him back.
I mean, don't quit and then come back, start a YouTube channel and don't do anything, and then quit again when no one likes you.
That seems oddly,
I feel like that's
oddly specific,
I think
Chris.
it's really targeted.
Really, yeah, very targeted on that one.
Yeah.
Are you Phil Birch?
No, Phil is a wonderful human being. So
No, I know. Has anyone seen that guy lately? Though, is he showing up
Yeah.
to Nats? Is he going to show up to Nats in top 4 again?
Probably.
And just get
I
an invite
wouldn't,
to
I wouldn't put it past him. He came out to the AOT1 case event. He was doing good. He's just been busy with work. He couldn't make it to the AOT2 because Mitchell's car took a shit the night before. So yeah, but yeah, Phil, I expect Phil to be there in some capacity. So
Should I ghost y'all if I quit? Okay, that's different. We're teammates. That's different. I'm talking about.
No, post it on the YouTube video. When Jacob uploads this,
oh, that's right. Phil did win the 1K in Canada this year. So I highly doubt he's making money. He's going to be fine. Yeah, Phil is fine. Yes.
All I'm saying is,
Phil could take an 8-month break and still be one of the top 10 players in the game, no matter what. So yeah, just gonna tell you that. So yeah, but anyway.
but yeah,
Like I said, Phil's going to show up to Nationals. He's going to beat us all, top 4,
Yeah.
go to Worlds, game 1 again.
yep.
He's just gonna call us all baddies and win, and then do that at Worlds again. Just scoop game 1. Yep. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
please.
challenge him to a game of Super Show, and he's not gonna get a turn
Oh.
again.
Oh no, dude, he's gonna whoop your ass. He beat my ass so good with his character last
When
time
I taught,
played him.
so the best part. Okay, quick aside. I taught him the game. I taught him how to play Super Show at Gen Con that first year, and
Mhm.
he didn't get a turn on the tutorial game.
Oh, nice. I hate
It was
that. That
so
sucks.
funny.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
but
Yeah, like please don't announce that you're leaving. It's not an airport, like Jacob said. Like I've heard other people say. It's just we just don't care.
And
Like,
don't
take a break, man.
and you know what? You know what you also don't do? Don't just say shit to start shit.
Hold on,
That's-
we like doing that one.
Whoa. 1 second though. What if it's in a promo video calling out David Toombs for going to be missing worlds?
Oh, that's fine. Because that
Okay, cool.
is
Thanks.
that is not only community building, that's hilarious.
That's friendship. That's friendships and rivalries.
Exactly.
We
That's
like
what we're
it. We
about.
like it. Yeah.
But We're talking about those. I'm leaving, and here's bad people and commute bad thingies. Like, ooh, shut up. Just go. Is it actually bad, or are you just trying to like drama farm? I can't wait to show up to Nats, disrespect all my opponents, and block one move all 9 rounds.
That
I love
is
it.
standard as it is. Good job summarizing the format. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's next game plan, Corey.
Wait, hold up. All right.
Okay.
Justin, chill.
All right, it's been almost 3 hours. We gotta move on.
Do we?
Cue up the
Yeah, a little
music.
bit.
Cue up the music.
What
In
music?
the arms of an angel.
We're gonna have to cut that out. That's how we get copyright claimed and strike.
Get DCMA. Yeah, baby.
Great.
Yeah, I personally can't wait to see your video talking shit to David Toombs. I hope he responds.
I'm filming it this Sunday. I have to write it before then, and I've been putting it off. But I have the skeleton. I have the shell. I have to just adjust it because I don't want the N word is not appropriate for me to say or anyone to say. So yeah.
Oh,
Bruh.
Oh, are you doing a Booker T skit?
Bruh.
No, dude. So I'll give you the rundown. So I have my final round shirt. I got my final round hat. I gotta go find some armbands. So I'm John Cena for the Ruck Fools era, and I'm gonna be calling them out.
That's a good joke. That's so good because you're Sue.
Yeah, I know. Can't see me. I know, right? It's multi-level jokes here, right? And then there's a Kanye West song I'm ripping like, I don't know, a good 20 lines from, and then I'm adjusting things to fit what I need. So
Chris, who was in Paris?
Hey, so I'm just saying, your wristbands, one's got to be red, one's got to be blue. Just saying.
If I can find them, I have to. But also, it's all about, because, like, I don't know, I've been kind of named one of the haters in the community all of a sudden. So I guess you live long, you either die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain. So
What?
Villain arc, baby. Let's go.
We are the rivals, so
Yes.
Yeah.
it's okay. Jacob
Yeah.
and Josh can be the friends. Me, you, and Justin can be the rivals. Tony can be a friend too, I guess.
Yeah, we have to keep it even. So we have to keep it even. Yeah. So 3-3. Yeah.
Can't
So
believe it.
is
Can't
Tony
believe
Herbie then? Is
Every time
Tony-
David, go ahead.
who's Tony on the team then? Is he Herbie?
He's got to be like Hulk or somebody.
That works. I think he's Hulk. Yeah, that works. Or Ghost Rider. That'd be a cool one.
Ooh.
He shows up some of the time. He showed up late because Jacob forgot to invite him.
It's true. Yep.
Is that I forgot to invite him?
He forgot.
You forgot.
I
definitely
ADHD'd hard.
Yeah, I still
That's
forgot.
All right,
That's
whatever.
pretty No, but every time David goes live, I show up to his chat and talk shit. And the last time it happened, Barlow pinged me. It was like, you talking shit and David chat to him while he loses is peak.
I only feel bad because I was wrong about Nejire killing someone. But like that's all on TC. That's all on TC though.
They came out.
Yeah. TC actually killed himself more than anything else.
Oh, was that the game he runawayed himself to death?
Yeah. The one where we lost 10 to run away.
Yeah. If he had just not played any cards, he wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
With that, Chris, where can they find you?
Well, not on OnlyFans, but on YouTube at BrodyOne, here and sometimes here on Discord at BrodyOne, Blue Sky, which is something new to me. I'm not used to doing that type of stuff. BrodyOne as well. So yeah. Thanks for having me. Also, I guess they've never really officially announced, but I'm on the fucking team. Be jealous.
I guess we never really did announce it, huh?
Nah, never did announce me jumping ship from UA to you guys. So
Damn.
That's fair.
Damn.
it's all good, man.
The OG team final round is the three of us: Chris Smith, Justin Birch, 5 of 5, locked for Worlds. We got to get Tony in at Nat.
Yep.
It'll be 6 of 6.
Hell
And
yeah.
But wait. Surprise, surprise, we added somebody else recently. Current world champion Nick Reagan, what's up?
Reagan. So we are technically 6 of 6 right now, locked for Worlds.
Yep.
He did it just for the jersey, but he's part of the team. He's talking with his dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Barlow too.
Yeah.
He's claiming to be unaffiliated and a free agent. We're gonna get him. Jacob, print an extra jersey. Bring it with us to Matt.
Are you talking about 2023's Rookie of the Year right there? Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he 2023 Rookie of the Year? Barlow? Or was that? Yeah, I think he was.
We have offered Barlow a big contract.
The super team is washed.
Wait a minute.
So he's not going to go.
Hey man. Hey bud. Hey bud.
David can't even put himself into Worlds. How is he expecting to get his entire team into Worlds like he claimed on his recruitment video?
Hey man.
You know what? That's a good deal. That is a good deal.
Hey man, your contracts could definitely be bigger than ours, because ours are easy and simple, and we don't bloat that shit.
Ours includes thick deck lists.
Elon Musk touched our contracts. That's crazy.
Ours includes friendship, and you can't put a price on that.
Sometimes you get to come on this podcast.
True.
Sometimes you can put prices on that friendship.
It depends how many times you die in Marvel Rivals.
That is true.
No comment.
Jacob, do you have anything you want to announce for the people of South Carolina? Maybe.
Man, I mean, do I? I might. Like a state championship type thing, like a South Carolina state championship.
Come to people from outside the state if they feel like driving to it.
Hey man, it might be the South Carolina state championship, but just like everything else, if you make it, you can play. So January 11th at 1 p.m. at Final Round Game Shop in Summerville, South Carolina, we're running the state championships, baby. Is this official? No. Is this filled with everybody? No. Is this community driven? You're damn right it is. Will there be a trophy that I will print off and make also usable to be a belt buckle? You damn right it will happen. Will I have more information later? Yes. Do I have any now? No. But I will get more later. It's festive.
3 weeks from now, chat. You got 3 weeks.
I didn't think that was 3 weeks away. Holy fuck. Just never went so fast.
That's right, dude. It's crazy. I know it's so soon. Are we
prep for that, baby?
So Ross said they have 5. We still have 6, so we're still beating them.
Yep.
5 out of how many of your players?
They have 5 out of 30, bro. They have 5 out of 30 people. They have 30 people on that team.
It's so many people.
You host you host your playtest nights as actual sanctioned events. You do rounds.
Jesus Christ, how many people are on your fucking team?
Don't forget, they did get in.
The issue is this, right? Like, he needed to get a big team to at least say that he got, I got X amount of people. Well, no shit. You have 30 people on your team. Eventually, some of them are going to make it.
You know what's crazy? David Toombs, after Atlanta, did this whole thing about teams and how they place and stuff. Left Zach out of there, too. But added other people that also had our store name in it. So,
yeah. And I got 24th in Atlanta. So like he left out a good finish.
Yeah.
And we were still number 1.
Yeah, but we're not trash talking MGLA right now. We can.
No, we can't.
So,
no.
MGLA, they're the boys.
Yeah, they are the boys.
Don't. Yeah. Just wait.
I was gonna say we can, but we're not going to.
Yeah.
MGLA, just wait. Just wait. We got stuff. We got stuff cooking for next year for MGLA.
MGLA, we could feud with MGLA for fun. We could feud with Let's Talk UVS for realsies. We will never say anything bad about Rochester because I'm scared of those guys.
Also, they're the homies.
Facts. Yeah, they're the homies, man. Nah. They're the OG homies, bro. So, yeah.
I don't know how you can hate.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be honest.
That's-
I don't know how
so-
you can hate Final Round. Just saying.
Yeah.
We're
so
lovable.
Ross, I have like you and Ryan and George. You're my boys. Like you're my local boys. So I'm never gonna have hate for you guys. But for David, I'm just gonna give him shit forever because I can and it's fun.
Again, I've said it 100 times. I love like almost all the Let's Talk UVS team members.
Yeah.
I just
yeah.
like talking shit to David.
Me too. It's fun. Yeah, it's great.
Hey, do you play
It's
this
all
card
good.
game that I play? Then I love you. We're great.
Yeah.
That's how I am.
We're
Like,
boys.
yeah. Always, man. Always gotta talk shit.
We're
to the
boys.
Even,
And we friends.
Yep, definitely.
We boy
If your
friends.
opinions are shit, we'll tell you.
All right, chat. We gotta
It's fucking midnight.
end this stream.
Holy crap! How did it get so late?
Someone started at 8 o'clock.
I
my
believe
time.
That's
I
our
believe
goal.
the equation that was done to predict how long this podcast will last based on the current time of how long we're covering each month is almost correct.
All right. So I'm gonna leave us all. I'm gonna lead off the everything with this last thing that is very important to do when it be said. You watching are one of the good people in this community. You need to be loud. You need to be loud and great, and you need louder than all that negative nonsense that's happening right now.
Or the
Period.
94%.
That's right. You gotta be louder than that smaller
94%,
percent.
no?
With that in mind, thank you so much for watching. You can find us most every Monday live on Twitch, 9 p.m. Eastern, over at Twitch. Links in the description. This will get up on YouTube. It's going to be so long. Thank you for
Remember,
watching.
post
Love you guys.
post if you leave the community, post there, and then come back and post again. It helps drive the interaction.
Engagement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the word.
Build up the engagement. Love you guys. We're